All right, it's 6 o'clock. So let's
Sweet.
do it. Who wants to recap from 2 weeks ago?
I did it last week. So naturally, I've purged my brain of everything. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago.
It's okay. I'm trying to think of how it started. And then you guys had your detour, and then you got to
We
here.
started at the getting kicked out of the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is right. Yeah.
Okay.
From
From there,
we rested and we learned that we were going to go to the Tunnel of Love. There were engineers that were they were out of communication, right?
Mhm.
They hadn't heard anything from these engineers, so we started going up towards the Tunnel of Love, and we got distracted by the lighthouse.
Yep.
We went into the lighthouse. We broke into the lighthouse.
Yeah.
Broke and entered into the lighthouse and overcharged the energy panel inside of some sort, and I discovered there is an audio thing up at the top, a megaphone type thing that can emit something. But then also the floor opened up, and we went down inside of the base of the lighthouse and found a bunch of rich people shit. And Brad tried to steal a painting, and then
him and Helga had an altercation of some
yeah,
kind.
yeah, the cunt altercation that happened.
Altercation.
The contrication, and then we left the lighthouse and continued on up towards the Tunnel of Love, and was stopped by a halfling. Was she a halfling?
She is a halfling. Maria.
Yeah,
Is
Maria
she
the
the reason why
halfling.
there's so many pictures of thick halflings in here?
And then we were assaulted by an Umber Hulk and a Bullet.
Yeah. And these what do you guys remember about these fissures? Or this fissure, I guess, as one example.
We exploded the barrels on the sides. I know we did that.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you started filling it in. Yeah.
I know there was earthquakes happening on the island
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
that
Some
we had
tremors
not
type shit.
previously experienced,
Correct.
and this seemed to be the byproduct of that.
Yep. Sounds good. Okay. Well, you were still heading north, and obviously this is in the way. And I told you last time that you'd be out of combat because the boulette would have fallen a little far into the pit and needs to like dust itself off before it starts coming at you again. Is there anything you guys would like to do? I'll let you you can try to find a way to cover or fill this pit with whatever black squares are left. You can work together. You can each have an action where you try to do something that you think would fill it in, or you can do something else with it. But I'll let you decide what you want to do.
Well, can we still
There's
see
no
the
more.
guy?
No, it's dark down there.
Okay.
There's no more
I can assume
barrels
that
over here, right? We blew the
Kind of
legs up.
rolls probably down a little bit. The barrels are gone. You've already blown those up, and they cause little rock slides to fill in the edges of the fissure.
Could we ask the halfling if she has, or what her plan was to secure this?
Well, I thought it would cause a bit more of an avalanche, but it didn't. So, if you have any bright ideas, and you hear just like a from the bottom of the fissure, a grumbling, frustrated Boulette.
That's exactly what Helga's going to do. She's going to pick up one of these sizable rocks behind her and just start chucking it down there.
Okay. Are you trying to hit the Boulette while it's down there and can't fight you back, or are you trying to like fill in an area?
Two birds with one stone. Pun intended. Two
Two
bullets
bullets.
with one stone.
Do you have dark vision?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so let's just at disadvantage. You can try to hurl your stone down there.
Sure.
What would a stone be? How much damage? How much bludgeoning damage?
Probably more from falling damage than anything else. I don't know how deep this is.
Yeah, I kind of picture it. I'm not very committed to how it looks down there either. I don't think it's just like this though. Like I think it kind of like broke like this, so it's a little more tunnely. In my head, it makes it easier to like kind of fill because you don't have to like fill a giant gaping fissure with content. It can kind of be like just the top part and sort of seal it.
Oh, okay.
I stopped talking about gaping fissures
Did you say with content?
Oh.
with content, like
That's really
material. Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry,
I
that's
thought you
not
meant
a
with like
17.
creative content.
A
It's not
17.
a 17. It's not a 17. It's a 7.
No. A 7. Okay. You hear the boulder kind of roll down there, and it sounds like it hits something, lodges and stops, but you don't hear any cries from the boulette. Want to throw another rock? I'll let you fill in
She's
one
just
more
gonna,
little square.
yeah, she's just gonna keep doing that.
What
All right.
would 120 feet of dark vision have any impact or no?
Yeah, I think you could probably see where the boulette is there. It's not that
Oh,
far
I'll take
down.
some
Okay,
shots at it.
that one is a 21.
21. All right. I kind of picture kind of like a throwing, but it's sort of like a almost like bowling as it goes down, like whatever slope is there. How about you roll a D8 of bludgeoning damage? And this guy's pretty hurt. Like you might, in a weird way, be able to do enough damage to him.
5.
5. All right. You hear just like a little like high pitched yelp almost, which seems so odd coming from such a big creature. But he did not like that.
Come on, why nobody help me fill hole?
All right. Let's see.
I
I don't think I have anything to throw.
I've got nothing
Just
as
rubble.
far as ideas here.
I'll just start throwing rubble with her, I guess.
Okay.
For as dumb as, or I should say, as low intelligence as our party is, this makes sense.
Eagle
Throw
has
rocks. Throw rocks.
Eagle has a shrunken painting, right?
You do. You want to lay it over top?
Yeah, can I bring it back to out of the bag and to normal size and
Sure. It is a
Try to
pretty
fill in the
sizable painting. I think it was a 5x5, which is still huge. Huge painting.
okay, I'll
Do you want-
toss that in.
Okay.
Just
We'll
lay
toss
it
it kind of
carefully
we'll say it
over the
on.
top of the.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we'll say
can
that
I-
this is covered with a painting. And if Andrew uses his turn to throw rubble, I'll say this is all filled with rubble. We kind of sealed up this.
Yeah, got him.
And then a patch from my random
like
patch from my robe of useful
Sure.
items.
Let's
Boats. Fill it with
roll a
boats.
D100.
I got dogs this last time, right? So
Yeah, they're still here.
Throw him.
Throw 'em.
Throw the dogs in.
all right, I think despite what's going on, like if I can see it with the dark vision, I'm just gonna keep firing
55.
firebolts to at least make sure the monster's dead because I just find this all so ridiculous.
Okay.
whoops.
That sounds.
And I know a
that
painting
sounds
isn't
good.
gonna do
Norman is
anything.
also going to be
Just wanna-
consistently shooting crossbow bolts down into the.
down at it. Okay, that's fine.
I'm not strong enough. I'm not strong enough to throw anything, so I'm just gonna start shooting.
Okay,
bolts
I'll have each of
down
you
there.
two attack once I figured out Brad's item. What did you get,
So I
Brad?
rolled 55, and then I was like, "Oh, let's show it," and then I accidentally rolled 21.
Oh.
Oh my
Which
god.
one? Which
An
one? I'll let you
open
choose.
pit.
Which one do you want? Which one do you want? 55 or 21? It'd be pretty hilarious if it's one of them.
So it says open pit.
Oh, you do want to do the pit. Okay.
Iron door. Oh, that one's useful.
I think that
Damn.
one's useful. You want to do that?
Yeah. Let's do the iron door.
I'll let you have that. All right, you get a huge iron door. It's very heavy. It is 10 feet wide, 10 feet high. And it conforms to fit the opening, attaching and hinging itself. Where would you like to put it?
Oh, let's cover up here, next to the boulette.
So it
Take-
attaches and hinges itself magically.
Does.
So if we put it across this, are there hinges on the short side?
Yeah, it'd
Yeah.
be, man, this would be.
That's where it would
painful. You'd
attach,
like,
so.
it's like
Oh,
push
open
it
weirdly,
really
like
hard to make it like fly
Like
open.
drawbridge style? Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Like at least
All right,
like
so
put it
that's
on the
sealed.
road, just to so
And
there's not a gap there.
Okay, there's a little gap right here. But the bootlet cannot fit through there, so I would say
Fill it
yeah,
with
keep a lot of
dogs.
this filled in. Okay, let's do the
Yikes.
attacks. Let's do the 2 attacks down at the bootlet, because maybe you'll just kill it anyway and it won't matter.
Yeah.
It's
Is
like
it down
medieval
far enough that
castles
we
here
cannot
has
see
like
it?
a murder hole.
No,
Got
I'll say you
one.
can still see it. If you have dark vision, you can see it.
What up, Witch?
11?
I do not
11
have.
does not hit the bootlet.
I don't have dark vision.
Maybe
Okay.
the door.
You want me to throw at
the door-
disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Maybe the door got in my
Oh,
way.
I have
Yeah, yeah.
my starry form active. There's at least some bright light
Oh.
for 20 feet, something like that, 10 feet.
It's not going to reach the bootlet, I don't think.
Ookie.
22
I have
hits,
dark.
though.
I have dark vision. Thought
6 piercing.
I did.
Yes, again, another little yelp sound. Slightly higher pitch than before. I don't know if that actually was, but... And I would say if you were hearing him kind of like trudging up the side a little bit, the steps are a little slower now. Like he's questioning whether he really wants the surface. But tell you what, maybe he's gonna feel better with some reinforcements. Arlos, why don't you roll the d4 this time, and we'll see if something else starts to climb out.
4.
4? Are you serious? Okay. Nothing else climbs out. Nothing else of my 3 underground monsters climbs out.
Stay down there.
All right.
They keep throwing sticks and rocks down here. These people are crazy. I'm not going up there.
All right. Let's see. So everyone has had a turn to do something, I think. I'm gonna see if Maria can kill this thing. Well, actually, no. I don't think she has dark vision. She'll try, I guess. Yeah. We'll let her get one shot in. At disadvantage. Gotta reopen her stat block.
Maria, Mariana.
If you really want to, I can just shoot the thing as well. If we're just trying to
Oh
kill
yeah,
it.
there
and
you
move on.
are. You haven't had your turn yet.
That's
Yeah.
fine. I'm letting everybody else talk because I'm still driving.
Oh right. Well, let's do your turn. 'Cause also, Maria would know that boulettes particularly like halflings. Like that's their favorite meal. So actually, I wonder if she would be so eager to go to the edge of a pit where there was a boulette.
Only caveat to that is somebody has to roll a d20 for me.
Okay. Should we look
Bonus
at your
action.
characters?
Yeah, I think it's +7. Bonus action essentially to make steady aim, and then you shoot at the thing coming out the hole.
Okay. Put you up here.
I rolled a 13 plus 7.
A
20.
Is it 20?
That will hit a boulette. Yep.
Okay, it's gonna be. Let's see. Steady aim. Is it dark vision though?
I have dark
Or,
vision now.
Well, I
Oh
was
wait,
saying that.
it's you. That's
Yeah. I don't have dark vision because I'm human. So if it's in the dark, it's just a straight roll. So I do not get sneak attack. So it's just 2d6 + 4.
1 and 4, so 9.
9 damage. With that, because no other underground monsters have come to join this fight, this boulette is currently sporting 2 hit points, and I'm gonna say he's gonna turn his ass right back around and no longer climb out of this pit. So you
I'm
hear the
good.
sound of steps, and they disappear into the darkness until all is quiet.
He doesn't want the
All right.
halfling that bad.
Right.
It's still pretty bad.
Well, I thank you all for the help. It looks like it's quieted down quite a bit. We'll be sure to get some more barrels and fill this fissure here. Just it's much bigger than the other ones I've seen so far.
There are other ones?
Oh yes, been sprouting up all over all morning. Quite a pain in the arse.
Is this
In my
a
thick
usual
arse.
thing?
Oh no. Usually it's very stable here. But then again, we're getting the park back up and running. I imagine nature is not too keen about all that. And she'll kind of look over at Helga, like, nature, right? Am I right?
You talk to me. Who are you?
It's no matter. You guys have important work to do, no doubt. I can take care of things here. It looks like you got the sturdy bridge, too. You can cross right over that iron door.
Oh, perfect. Was there, do you need any more help with anything?
No, it seems pretty quiet here. I'll get some more guards and some more barrels, and we'll see this sucker filled. Do you know where you're going?
Not me.
Does anyone? She kind of looks around.
Nope.
Doesn't Norm know where the tunnel of
Do I
love
know?
is?
I think you would have a basic. The map.
Do I have an
the
understanding?
park map.
Oh, okay.
is-
Okay. Yeah, he'll answer. He'll just say north.
Yes, it's about right, and it's once you clear the forest, should be pretty easy. There's a little valley that goes right through the mountains. You'll see the old minecart coaster there. Currently not in use, but we're hoping to get it up and running. You keep going up north, and I'm sure you'll find it. It's right there on the river.
But
At that point,
really,
Norm, like with uncanny precision, will just repeat back what she said in his own voice to the party as if he's describing how to get up to the Tunnel of Love. Like as if he's informing them for the first time.
Okay. Sounds good.
okay, but really, who are you?
The name is Maria. I work for the park.
Oh, disgusting. Never mind.
It seems to me that some of you seem to be, and she points to, I forget who's wearing like the vest or whatever, but some of you are wearing park attire. Yeah. Am I
They're
wrong in
also
assuming that you work for the park too?
they are also disgusting. Do not worry.
I took a shower this morning.
A rare
Oh, it's
occurrence,
quite a state.
apparently.
Smell like fresh Irish spring.
That's the soap I use.
Perfect. All right. Are you guys ready to head north?
So ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, let's take you back to the main map. Because I do have your destination obviously prepared, but since you guys do like to deviate a bit, I will happily theater of the mind this next step because I do know what's there.
Conjure up another lighthouse.
It's not a lighthouse this time.
This island is
Uh,
riddled with lighthouses. So many
can't-
lighthouses.
Can't get enough of them.
You get enough of these fucking lighthouses.
All right, so here's the map. You do start to head north, and before too long, you do clear the forest, and you find yourself in sort of like not prairie, but like a grasslands and all that, and you see these beautiful peaks, these mountain ranges on either side of you, and there is a coaster. It looks definitely like it's a mine cart. It doesn't seem like a full blown coaster just yet. There is a one. I guess it does have a loop, so it is a little more coastery. But it seems to be coming out of one of the mountains over here, and it is pretty high above you, and it has a little loop, and then it descends into the mountains on the other side of the valley. But you can like walk under it, like underneath these beams holding this coaster up.
Well, that's the first problem.
What
You
is
just go under and get decapitated.
Well,
You need those safety
no,
fences.
it's above you. It's not going to decapitate
Okay.
you.
All right.
You want to find
It's
out?
You can try it if you want to.
that would be a pretty cool coaster.
If you guys want to look around at all here,
So, just to elaborate on your world, you're saying it's not very coastery. Do actual
I lied.
coasters?
It has a loop. It has a loop. Mine carts don't
Sure.
have loops. I know. Yeah.
Well, sure, but regardless, it's
Uh-huh.
still minecarts on a track.
Right.
It's just minecarts on a fancy track. But do coasters actually exist in this world?
Yeah.
Yeah,
History check.
of Doesn't matter what you roll. You know that ever since Vern created the train line, which has been repurposed by Visick, so you guys would see the trains. It was not a far-flung idea to get coasters.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah, the tech is here.
Oh, yeah, weren't we talking about like one of them iron horses?
Do you guys want to look around at all while you're here? First time seeing a coaster, maybe?
I'm good on coaster.
Okay.
It's not a lighthouse.
It's not a lighthouse. Doesn't pull your attention as much.
Are there any giant oversized paintings around?
No paintings. If you want to, you can do a perception check to scan the area.
Yeah, let's just go a little peek around.
While you're doing that, look if there's the C word written anywhere.
17.
That really gets
Sorry.
her fired up.
18. I can do math.
18? Yeah. I would say that you do see that the coaster, obviously it comes out of the mountains. There is like an opening there, like a mine shaft opening, and it goes back into the mountains, another mine shaft opening. Both of these are pretty high up above you. But you do see another cave, seeming like an access point over to the right. Not quite where I have it on the map, but yeah. And it looks like a mine shaft opening. Like it isn't just like a natural cave opening. There's beams kind of holding it up.
That would be pretty cool.
Did anybody get hurt during that last fight?
No. Well,
I don't think so. I didn't get hurt.
I think I got shot by Kylie.
I think I got hurt prior
What?
to
Oh,
the fight.
yeah, because the Boulette had that. Not
Because of the
Boulette, Umber
confusion,
Hulk had
the
that
Umbra
ability.
Hulk had the.
oh, that's
Oh,
right.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost a few hit
But-
points. From,
Yeah, pretty minimal damage though.
base.
Not that I care, but there's place to rest over there if little robot man needs to go cry in corner by himself.
I'd never cry in front of you, Helga. You're my best friend, and I love you.
He could clearly,
The robot's capable of
damaged
love.
some parts here. He's speaking nonsense.
What's
I really
what's
want, like,
the
the
checklist
final thought-
lady's name again? I can never remember her
Samantha?
name. Samantha.
Samantha. Mm-hmm.
Normal go. I don't know what love means,
Hold on.
but I heard Samantha say "I love you" to somebody one time.
Ooh,
Who was that? Who was it,
who
Norm?
was it?
I don't know, but he didn't say it back, and she cried a whole lot.
What did he look like?
Actually, kind of like Helga, but with a beard.
Do you think he works on the island still?
Probably.
If you saw him in a lineup, would you be able to point him out?
how how far am I allowed to go here canonically, Trent?
I'm taking notes, so you can keep going.
Absolutely. I would remember that face anywhere.
Okay. If you happen to see him next time we're back in your little home area, you should come let me know and point him out.
I will do that. Certainly.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You're
You're
such a good,
welcome.
you're such a
Lucas
good
we're
friend.
talking about?
I am good for more than just picking up trash, you know.
Somebody who made Samantha cry because she
Oh.
said "I love you" and he didn't say it back. And Kylie would like to know who it is.
Okay, very good.
Gonna fucking hurt him.
Are you suggesting that you go cry now because I not say I love you back?
You just said it, and that counts.
He said "I love you back."
I fucking hate this robot. Outsmarts me every damn time.
I just imagine Norm just like waits outside of Helga's door in the morning. He's just like standing there every day.
She doesn't
Did
really
he,
mind
like-
the park. It's just Norm.
Did he like flip a
Right.
like? Does he have a
Everyone else
recording
can
of it and he's
stay.
like playing it back now, but just cutting it to the "I love you" part?
I love you. I love you.
And then Norm cries.
Part of Norm's software is an internal sound editing software. He's is always in Pro Tools editing Helga's voice to say what he wants her to say.
I am learning to love.
But above game.
Uh-huh.
If anybody needs or wants a short rest, this might not be a bad place to do it.
Yeah, it is very calm here.
Okay. Let's
Probably
short
be a good
rest it
idea.
All
Just,
right, let's go head for that opening. Get some shelter.
Okay. So yeah, so you head to the opening, and it's pretty quiet inside. Nice big open cave. It is very dark. So I don't know if you want to pull a lantern patch or something.
I will summon Moltres to
Oh yeah.
illuminate my surroundings.
He'll even shape himself into a little lantern and kind of clasp himself on your belt.
This is very strange, but I'm not upset by it.
Okay. You walk down and you find a comfortable clearing, and I will say that you also see the tunnels kind of branch two ways. One is a smaller opening. One is a larger opening, and you see, as Moltres kind of comes into that main room, you see something sort of twinkle and catch the light of the lantern, but it's like a ways down that hall.
The larger one.
The larger one, yeah.
Okay. I could
Smaller
offer
ones,
to...
like pretty small, like single files. You'd have to walk down that path.
I was gonna say I could send my spider familiar down the smaller one, but if it's big enough for single file, then that'll be all right.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to investigate, or do you want to set up camp, or what do you want to do?
I'm not resting, so I'll go check it out with somebody.
I'll roll.
Okay. Which direction? Small or large?
Sparkly.
Sparkly. As you, are you walking stealthily at all?
Absolutely not.
I am.
All right. Yeah. Give me a.
I'll be behind Helga, walking stealthily.
Walking behind the louder one.
Same.
Let's see, 14.
Okay. Yeah, fairly stealthy, but maybe it doesn't matter because Helga's footsteps are a little heavy as she's walking down the path. You notice that the twinkling is actually like a crystal inside the walls of the cavern. Not a lot right now, but just like little chunks of crystal sort of jutting from the stone. It's like bluish white.
Well, I'm sure I've got a tool that could remove that from the wall.
Yeah. Are you with them too?
Yeah, I'm behind Andrew's character. Also sneaking.
How many days of silence does Shiny Thing buy me?
Who are you talking to?
The two people in my presence.
I have no idea what it is, so you'd have to ask Mr. Hootenstein.
I can
Mr.
investigate it. I already know you're going to get plenty of silence out of the owl, so I don't think you have to worry about it. All right, I'll go ahead and investigate that. Maybe try to remove a little piece with my tool.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to try to identify the crystal first, or do you want to just try to dislodge a chunk of crystal?
I'll dislodge it.
Cool. Let's see. Let's I guess do like a roll with your tools then.
Okay. Well, how do I roll a check with my tools?
Did you click the tools on D&D Beyond? And it does a roll.
Does it?
If you are proficient with it.
Okay, I see. Use tool. Select ability.
Yeah, it depends on what ability modifier you have, but typically you'd have proficiency plus ability mod.
Okay. Okay. So 26.
Ooh, there you
go. Nice.
Oh, really? Yeah, nice. Okay. Yeah. Almost like you were a jeweler in S life. Like you so delicately and tenderly chip away at the base of this stone, and you get like a pretty sizable chunk of crystal. I will say this too, as you're chipping away, you do notice that inside the blue-white crystal, there is little flashes of light, like kind of quick little flashes of light.
Okay.
Bouncing off kind of the faceted surfaces, I guess.
Well, I think it might be better to finish looking at the rest of the tunnel, and then I can investigate it back at our camp.
Okay.
I'm not. How far away is this anyway from the camp? Is it just like 100 feet,
it's not
200
too far.
feet?
Because really, you started seeing these crystals from the glow of a Moltres lantern, which I can't imagine throws light all that far. You could look back in the path and see probably the camp.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll look at it back at the camp. I'll have better eyes on it.
Okay. The tunnel keeps going, by the way. It's not a dead end.
I think I'll use that chance to cast the dancing lights cantrip with my tools, and then I'll just give a little light, send it ahead.
Okay. You send the light ahead, and as you see the light sort of, I guess, going this way, down the hall, you do see there's more and more of this crystal the farther down the hall you get. Until almost like at the very end, kind of before like the lights kind of get too far for you to see. It's like all crystalline.
Okay. I wouldn't mind taking a look at that to maybe see how the light in it reacts on a larger scale. See if there's anything odd about it. How much farther ahead is it?
I don't know, how far can you throw your dancing lights?
Like 120 feet, I think.
I'd say 80 feet. It's a little ways before it gets like all crystalline.
Okay.
Does Helga recognize this substance? Like something that occurs in nature at all, or?
I mean, no one's tried.
I thought Hootenheim was going to.
Yeah, if I am an artificer, I guess I could see if I recognize it at all.
Is that your way of saying you want me to roll a check? DM?
Yes. Yeah. Let's roll You could roll a nature check if you want. That'd probably be best.
14.
14.
Ooh,
Yep.
9.
9. Okay. Yeah, Helga, I mean, you are one with nature. You know that these crystals, Actually, I don't know. No, I would maybe say that you have not seen these crystals in other caves on this island, which I would think you would find kind of strange, because you would think that we're probably roughly at a very similar latitude and longitude. The island's not that big. It should have similar geological formations, and this crystal, although it doesn't seem particularly like special, it's rare. Like, it's not something you see in other parts of the island.
Okay.
Precious.
She says nothing about that.
Okay.
It seems to be pretty cool though. Can I do an arc? No, never mind. That's not something I have. I was gonna say do an Arcana check, but I'm not proficient in it, and it's a 0. So.
Okay.
So I'm just following the adults.
Right. You guys walk farther down to the area where the walls are crystalline, and give me perception checks.
Oof. Oh, 8.
Okay.
21.
21.
9.
9. Okay. Helga and Nerd Boy. What's his name again?
Everett.
Helga and Everett, you two are kind of so mesmerized by like the sparkling crystal that you're not really paying attention to much else. Widget, I will say, hears a couple things. He hears sort of like a humming from the crystal wall. Nothing that sounds terribly dangerous, but like there is a hum. And farther down still in the tunnel, you hear what sounds like very slow and heavy breathing.
I will relay that to the group and recommend we retreat then.
Very heavy. The heaviest of breathing.
Come on, what's the problem? We go say hi to a large scary monster thing.
Yeah, I mean I can run really fast. I can just take a peek and run back.
You can if you want.
Although, here's other idea. Instead, we come back, tell Norman that there is big pile of treasure down there that only he can pick up. And while he's down there, we seal tunnel.
Perfect.
Really a win-win situation if you think about it.
Seems like a lot of work for a murder.
Murder? If I was capable of
No
murder,
idea what you're talking
I would have murdered him a long time ago.
I kind of want to see if I can get one little eyeball on whatever this is.
Do you have dark vision?
And just run. Yeah.
Helga will do whatever Widget does, because Widget's a smart one.
Yeah. If you guys like leave, I'll run down the. I'll stealth down there to try and see if I can see
want,
where it is.
I can tell you what, I'm gonna offer to let you carry the spider familiar. I can make you invisible if need be.
Okay. Yes, that's what I'll do.
Do you want me to go
DM,
ahead and
I'll go
cast the spell?
if I see something spooky. I would prepare my boots of speed and my feline agility immediately.
Okay. So I guess would you roll a stealth check at advantage then if you have all that shit helping?
It doesn't have. It doesn't say that I would have advantage on it or anything. It was just more of like if I get caught.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sure.
My action is to, or my reaction is to run fucking fast.
All right. Yeah, we'll see.
right.
Roll a stealth check.
All right, come on.
As you're heading towards
Okay.
the deep breathing.
24.
24. Yes, you are so quiet. And as you creep farther down this crystalline tunnel, it does open up into a room. And you do have dark vision right now? Or are you the
Mhm.
spider familiar? Or okay, yeah.
Yeah, I have dark vision as my
You have dark vision.
character.
Okay. You will see in this room a large. It almost like you almost don't quite notice it because it looks so similar to the crystal walls. But you see a giant mass of blue scales. And this thing is just like heaving, like breathing. You don't see its head or its face. It's kind of like curled its back towards you. And you'll also notice that it is lying on a minecart track. And next to it are a bunch of minecarts that are like tipped and knocked over. And like a little pile beside it.
Okay. I will make a stealthy retreat and go report.
Okay.
How big? Like, it's lying down, I know, but like how many feet in the air to the top of where the mound is? Like of the dragon. Sure, I shouldn't say mound yet. Or they're the scaled creature.
Right. I'll tell you in a second. So
If you were to describe its age on a young to adult nature,
on a scale of young to ancient, it is like a. Yeah, I would say that if a vocabulary word would come to mind, it would be gargantuan. Would be how you describe this dragon.
All right, I will.
But
Yeah, I will.
Yeah,
very
we're fucking
quietly.
around. That's some heavy breathing.
I told you, the heaviest.
Real heavy.
So low it hits the brown note. Everybody poops their pants.
Right.
That's there's a gigantic dragon. I'm guessing down there.
So casual.
Does Helga know of any dragons on the island?
He's just sweating his ass.
I was going to ask the same question. I guess I don't know about it yet, but Helga
no.
or Norman?
I would say neither of you would have any idea that something so dangerous would be on this island. You thought all the dragons were just in the merchandise and like the pamphlets, part of the advertisements, but not this.
Don't be ridiculous. Dragons do not exist. They're just fairy tale.
I would I would suggest you take a walk down the hallway and tell me that again.
I will not waste my time with yours. Crazy person stories, little gazelle man.
Okay.
However, tonight, you must share whatever drugs you are taking. Must be pretty good.
It's gonna be like a sedative so that Helga goes to sleep and she can't bully us for the night. It's just my inhaler.
Yeah, I guess I'll head back.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah, you guys walk back, and maybe you all feel a little more comfortable when you can no longer hear the heavy breathing, and the walls start to look a little less crystalline until they're just regular cavey mineshaft walls.
Is Wellerby's family known to have been associated with a certain color dragon? Is that like a known thing, or is that not really?
I don't know. I don't think that he. I don't think you would really know. Do a history check.
Yep, I used all my specialness last week. 4.
4. Yeah, you have no idea. Like you know that this place was founded by someone called Wellerby because of the name.
Mhm.
But you're still not fully convinced that dragons are the mascots for the island, right? Even though Norm is there currently masquerading as a small dragon.
Right.
I keep forgetting that I have that on.
Yeah, your little mascot costume on.
Little
Until you don't
baby.
want it anymore.
He's keeping it on the whole time.
Love
Yeah.
it.
We're gonna finish out this whole story wearing a dragon costume.
He's committed to the part.
Yeah.
Um, still another path if you guys want to.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's nothing shiny down there.
I don't think Everett would go down that after seeing a dragon on the other one.
Yeah, can't be a very big dragon down that path though. It's single file.
It's true.
Nice little lineup for the fire.
Yeah. All right. Anything you guys do during your short rest?
I will
Tell
identify the piece
Sparrow
of
and
crystal.
Hawkeye how brave they were.
Aw. Yeah, they like you a lot. You did bring them into existence, and then they didn't die. So they are constantly licking your hands, even if you don't want them to. Like almost when you're walking, they're always like pushing up against you, so you have to like kind of maintain your balance because they just want to be as close as possible to you. They're good boys.
And yeah. Norm, you bad? You feeling bad? Just rest enough for you?
Not bad. Just confused.
About the best friend situation?
No. Certainly Helga is my best friend, and she will be forever. More confused about my past.
You got any I don't know, little things inside your head that can get tweaked to make that feel better?
Actually, yeah. Did we end up doing that dedication thing during the rest the previous night? Or no, we didn't because I wasn't at that session, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. You did not.
We talked about it 3 weeks ago, but I can't, or 4 weeks ago, but I can't remember if we did it last time or not. I don't think I did.
No.
With the ceremony one, the ceremony thing. Touch one humanoid who wishes to be dedicated to your god's service. But the impetus for that is that I don't know which god I'm serving, so I'm doing it the single time I can to try and like spark some type of memory of the god that I used to work for.
Okay.
Could I do it's a ritual. Could I do that with my short rest?
Yeah, of course. I'm going to look up that link you sent me with your way back.
You just randomly roll for it too. I don't know how many gods there are on that sheet. You could just
cool if you randomly
roll
rolling for it. That sounds fun.
All right.
Let me pull up your thing.
I hope it's Mammon so hard.
Mammon.
It'd be pretty funny.
Here.
There are 6 main gods, and then I wouldn't even try to remember how many I put into the other parts of that document.
Look at this.
If you're interested,
this looks so official. I'm sorry. This is also me showing you that I didn't open this yet until right now.
Yeah,
it is
sent it to you like
it is
2.5 weeks ago.
I know. It is pretty. This is really well done.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Okay. What did you roll? I guess it'd be D, because I'm gonna do hide. Oh, you have a lot of things. Hang on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's so perfect.
That's wild that there are 20 of them exactly. I will roll a d20.
Yep.
Oh, I think I know who that is.
No, because I started from the bottom of the list because I thought the lower numbers should be lesser deities.
Then I have no idea. So I have no idea.
You're what? You're like closing your eyes during this ritual, and you feel yourself kind of being maybe taken away somewhere. Is that what you'd expect?
Yeah. So I think the point of the dedication is like you just sit and pray with another character, and just like ask that, like just talk about what the God service means to you. But in this case, it's just kind of like calling out into the ether, just like, I don't know what my purpose is. Please help me, whoever is in charge.
Yeah. So, I kind of like the idea of you seeing something. I want to make it more visual than just a voice. So,
Okay.
are you, wait, you're with another character right now as you're doing this, thing?
No, I think that's how it would normally go, but this I would just be by myself.
On yourself. Okay. All of a sudden, it's sort of strange. It's almost like you sort of forgot where you were for a moment because the interior of the cave kind of melts away, and you are once again out in a lush forest. Although I will say that this is a much more impressive wood than you've ever seen. You're a little guy. You're not super tall, but the trees around you now are just like mammoth. You know, they climb to the sky. You almost like lose the canopies in the clouds. It is so majestic. And while that's happening, in the distance, you hear something trudging towards you through the underbrush, and you hear a doop 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 doop, and from the bushes comes a giant bear, and the bear goes, "Oh, hey, hey, Norm, I haven't seen you in a while. I kind of figured you got tired of me since usually organic creatures worship me, and you're not organic, but it's great to see you again."
This is
Not
so
at all
funny
how
because
I
it's
envisioned that deity.
this is also Crowbar's deity.
Right.
Oh,
I was gonna say, yeah, is that the same one?
Perfect.
hilarious. Is this just a vision that I'm experiencing, or can I talk back to Oku?
You can talk back to Oku. You can he's gonna like kind of sit back down, like plop down. He's a big old belly, and he's just gonna pull out a honey pot and start eating honey while he's looking at you.
Hilarious. Yeah. I think I would be so confused. Not at all what I expected, actually. I think I would just say I'm confused. Who are you?
Oh, come on, little buddy, it's me, your pal Oku, the bear god of the
Just like
wood.
and just a little spark in the back of my hardware will slightly remember serving Oku. I'll say, "Oh, Oku. Yes, I sort of remember you. Nice to see you again."
Oh yeah, likewise. It's been quite a while. You know, time is always a little funny for us gods, but I missed you, bud. What have you been up to?
I got a best friend. She's awesome.
You got a best friend. Well, I am so proud of you. Here, why don't you have some honey to celebrate? And he'll sort of like roll his little honey pot over to you.
Oh, Oku, you have to remember that I can't eat food.
Oh, that's okay, Norm. This is a dream state anyway. You can eat it here if you want to.
just smashes on the honey. Just like a mouth that he doesn't actually have just opens up in the front of his face, and he just starts shoveling honey into his dream mouth.
You have no perception of sweetness, but you've heard the word sweet used before, so you just kind of like you imagine Helga, who you love so much and thinks you're best buds with, and the power of friendship and love, and that's what fills your tummy, if you had one.
Helga is my honey. Actually, he's gonna say that when he's gonna come out of this fugue state, and when right as Helga comes back with the other two,
perfect.
The first thing Norm will say to her is, "Hello, you're my honey."
So Helga has a pouch she carries on her that's just full of pebbles.
Okay.
And as if she didn't have to reach into the pouch, she already had it in her hand. And before he can finish the sentence, she just fucking chucks a pebble at him.
Bounces off of my metal skull.
Very nice.
Ding, ding. Okay, honey, thanks for the pebble.
I'm going to suplex him someday. It will be the greatest day of my life.
So I take it that you're feeling better, Norm?
Much better.
Well,
I remember something.
If you want, and you let me peek around in your little head, I'd be more than happy to tinker around, see if there's anything loose.
Oh, I can help.
I don't know if that's a good idea, but you're more than welcome
I can crack his head open so easily.
There's typically an interface panel or something of that nature, but
I will enter his face with my hammer.
Said like a true friend.
That sounds alarming and fun, honey.
Just offering my hand to help.
I'll always take your hand. This is becoming just like obsessive. I don't know. Maybe Norm needs some more guidance from his gods.
We've started with it being that Helga's just kind of a bitch to Norm, and it's taking a turn where it's like, no, Norm's actually a creepy fucking stalker man.
Actually,
it's all
100%.
And Helga's trying to murder him.
It's just gonna become
we
the most
believe
toxic
victim
relationship.
tier. Yeah.
You know, there might be, I don't know, inside that little interface inside of your head, there might be, I don't know, ways to turn things down, turn things up, reconnect them, you know, that sort of thing.
Feel free to look around if you'd like.
Sure. And that's what I'll do during the short rest, since I don't need a short rest.
Okay. I would say if Norm is allowing you to, I would probably say that he can trigger some panel in the back of his head to open up and give you access without you having to crack into it.
Yeah, just like the back, like there'll be like a little panel that just like opens up, and you can have direct access to all the wiring back there.
Okay.
Sorry, Helga.
Widget can look too.
I'm busy identifying the crystal.
What? There's no fun.
Much more important.
On his own.
Much more important.
You want to roll, Trent?
Yeah. What are you trying to do in there? Are you just investigating? Is that what you're doing?
Mainly seeing if there's stuff like clearly that's been disconnected, that's not being powered.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't you do an investigation check?
Ooh, this will be interesting. This will like this could write my backstory.
I'll use inspiration. Just for you. Just for you, buddy.
Oh.
Wow.
As Kylie goes to do this, Helga's gonna tap Kylie in the back and say, hey, "Don't fuck up," and give you guidance.
Oh fuck yeah! What was that?
It was probably with sarcasm, but with the accent, it's hard to tell. So you think she's genuinely rooting for you.
23.
Should we just keep stacking things on, and I'll give give Kylie bless too?
Give me bardic inspiration and
yeah,
roll a fucking 38.
With all that help, I will say you kind of like move some things around, and you do see some pretty significant wires, and it's interesting because they look like they were like deliberately cut at one point. But because just the way Norm is, it's almost like the wires have been desperately trying to like reconnect. So they are kind of in the process of healing in a weird robotic sort of way. But it's not quite there yet. But you can see that it's like in the process of reconnecting.
Yeah, if there's a way to, maybe make it a little bit cleaner in there, organize the wires, put them next to each other. If they're not already connected, or overlap them so they know they need to like start fusing together or whatever.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, let's have you roll for cleaning. And tidying up.
Tinkers.
Oh, Tinker's tools. That's good.
Tinker stink.
13.
Yeah, clearly it has not been touched back here for a while. Like maybe you're starting to suspect that Norm is not cleaned as often as some of the other machines because everyone's kind of just hoping that he shuts down on his own one day.
Yeah.
But not anytime soon because you do kind of scoop out some dirt and things that have collected there. And I would say that while you're messing with this and kind of helping reconnect a little bit, there is a little spark. And Norm, you are going to have a little flash, and you are not in a forest now with your bear god, but you're also not in the cave. Actually, that's a lie. You are in a cave, but you're in a different part of the cave, it seems. And you are standing behind a man who is very well dressed and wearing a top hat. You recognize him from before. And you see a door in front of him. And there are 3 locks in front of the door, and he waves a hand, and 3 little birds fly out from his jacket, morph into keys, insert themselves into the 3 locks, and they turn and they go latch like this. And then on that sound, that's your panel being closed to the back of your head, and you are now snapped out of it, and you're back with your friends sitting here in this cave opening.
Well, there was definitely a lot of work to be done, but that's what I can do for the time being. Should be a little bit cleaner. Hopefully you can think a little bit easier, maybe some more clear cognition. Best of luck.
Norm's head will spin around a complete 360 degrees.
Terrifying.
And he'll say, "I need to find the little blue ice bird."
Okay.
Ice bird. Okay. We have a firebird. I don't know about an ice bird, but we have a firebird.
Is that what Numbnut saw down tunnel? Big ice bird?
Well, I don't know. It could be. It was scaly and it was blue.
It's certainly more plausible than a dragon.
Is it? Though?
The dragons don't exist, so yes.
Yeah, dragons absolutely don't
Yes,
exist.
and
I'm sorry. Oh, let me show you the big scary dragon. Oh, it's Norman. Oh, be scared of this big scary dragon.
Elko, I feel like one day you're gonna have a reckoning.
I do not know what this means, but I will wreck them.
I figured
when the day
that.
comes.
With an odd amount of clarity, totally down from the heightened state that Norman, the state of like manic anxiety that Norman always exudes. That's kind of like washed away for a second. And he says, actually, Helga, I have reason to believe that dragons do exist and have for a long time.
Oh.
Well,
I've never believed anything you've said. I don't know why you think I'm going to start today.
Yeah, no reason to start now.
do you have proof, or you just your theories? Anything?
I saw one once, a
You
big
saw
green one.
Do you remember where?
In the sky, of course.
Oh, silly me. Insight check.
Yeah, let's see it.
What's my insight? It's fucking trash is the answer. Uh, 7.
Against an 11 or against a 16 persuasion.
Yeah.
You're convinced, I think.
Wow. Really? I mean, surely you saw something that you thought was a dragon, but it wasn't a dragon, right?
No, big dragon flying.
Okay, well, how about this? How about we go down and we go look at that thing, that blue bird that's down the hall, and if it looks the same, then we'll go from there.
Yeah, Norman will agree to go.
Okay.
Where's this thing at?
Helga's gonna just turn to a widget and start mouthing, it's all going according to plan.
If there has to be a sacrifice, so be it.
Though
So
I,
better
I
than
as a
the
little
player,
robot.
I as a player find it funny, but Widget's so preoccupied, I don't even think it registers to him.
So you're walking toward the dragon?
Yeah. Or where we
Okay.
think the dragon is.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will follow right behind her. Yeah.
Dragon. Get the fuck out of here, Trent. There's no dragons.
You're right. A giant pile of blue scales that are gargantuan in size. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it might be. So you are walking down the tunnel, and again the walls become steadily more crystalline, and you start to all
I would say.
hear.
I was gonna say. I think Helga's leading the way.
Okay.
She's on the train of. Let me show you, idiot. There's no such thing as a dragon.
All right. You get to the opening, Helga, and you can't see, right?
See,
I have a Moltres.
You have a Moltres
Lantern.
Okay. You get to the opening of the tunnel opens up into a big room, and you do hear heavy breathing, but it's dark in front of you.
Stealth check.
Do you want to send Moltres?
What's everyone else doing behind me? I have to imagine that if anything, the breathing is pretty intimidating.
Yes, I would agree.
Helga will just like turn back and look at everybody and gauge the party's reaction at this point.
Norm doesn't feel fear.
I immediately went into hiding, so that's my reaction.
Everett did not go with you guys because he knows it's already there.
Norm will roll right up to it, I think.
I feel like if I would have seen the entire rest of the group leave, I would have followed them at least at a distance.
Yeah, but not everybody left, right?
Well, apart from Everett, I guess.
Everett's
but I know what's down there, and I know what they're walking towards.
What about gosh, I can't remember your character, Brad.
What about Eaglewind?
Eaglewind.
Yeah. Is Eaglewind curious? Does he care?
He Helga was kind of leading the search to find out what that was, and Eagle would follow that.
Okay.
Norm, you're gonna go right up to the pile of blue scales.
I'll get like within 10 feet or so, not like up to like touch
Jesus
distance.
Christ.
Okay. Yep. You cruise
I just
on
want to
up
see.
to it.
Yeah. What do the scales look like? I know they're blue, but are they like blue?
Very blue, and I would say that because you are mechanical, you feel like your circuitry buzzing as you're close to this giant body.
Okay. Yeah, I will. Do I know what it is? He's seen a dragon before, but it's a long time ago through many cases of amnesia. So maybe he's not even sure.
I will say this. You do feel strangely familiar with this dragon, like a little bit. I mean, it's still terrifying. Like, I don't know if that's gonna be enough, but you feel like you've interacted in some way with this, as different memories are popping into your head, but you don't know on what terms that was.
Okay. That I think that will be enough to cause me to back up, back to the party, and I will. I suppose maybe Norm doesn't have the ability to whisper, but like with my volume setting as low as it possibly can go, I'll lean over to Helga and I'll say, "Yep, definitely a dragon."
It's not dragon, you idiots. I'll show you.
It is. It is a dragon. Go over and touch it if it's not a dragon.
I
TPK. TPK.
Helga's gonna start tiptoeing over to the dragon.
Tiptoeing? Why are you tiptoeing? You don't believe in dragons.
It's still a big creature, though.
Yeah, it's still a big thing.
You're right. You tiptoe over to this giant creature. And I would say you can tell, because you are aware of animals. This thing is definitely sleeping. You know, the breathing is very slow. The way it's curled up, as curled up as a gargantuan creature can be. But it's not facing you still, so you're still like at its back. Maybe you see like one giant like claw there on the ground.
She's gonna stay as far away from it as possible with like outstretching her arm all the way, and she'll get within like a couple inches of it and see and just look at Norm and say, "See, I touched the nut dragon."
Let me see. Roll a d20. Straight d20.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this will be interesting then. So as soon as you touch this thing, you're not looking because you're just confident looking back at Norm, and you lay your hand on this dragon, you feel it just twitch beneath your fingers. Like you touched it on a very ticklish place, and it gives a little and it starts to kind of like move a little bit, and you see it like its claw. You don't see its head yet. It hasn't like lifted up a head or anything, but you see its legs like a cat almost, like stretching. What do you do?
See, not the dragon. Let's go.
Norm's nanotech weird is gonna automatically pop out of the capsule in his back, shaped like a big hand with a finger pointed towards the dragon. And I'll say, "See, dragon."
Not dragon.
Backing up as quickly as you can.
Okay, and the dragon is starting to like roll over to face this direction. Helga, are you moving?
Okay, I want to. What is the DC save for its frightful presence? I will roll against that.
Okay, I didn't think about that because I wasn't expecting you guys to actually interact with it yet.
Oh yeah, I'll
oh my god, that's
I guess a 23.
Yeah, it's got to be something unachievable.
Yeah,
a 20.
Yeah.
What is it?
Wisdom save.
Oh, that was almost a 20. Okay, she's frozen in place. She's not moving.
Norm is also frozen. He is not going to be backing up, actually. With a 12.
Okay. So it's gonna roll over, and what kind of damage can I have you take? If it just kind of like it's gonna kind of pin you to the ground under its weight. So you're gonna be tipped over, and let's just see what is its claw attack. I'm gonna have you take claw attack damage, and this is you just being pinched to the ground. Let's see how we fare. Clicked it. Well, whatever. It's 2d6 plus 9. So, oh, there it is. Okay. All right. We'll do. It's a 16. 16 damage. And you are now prone, afraid, and pinned to the ground. But I will say, fortunately, now you guys can all see the dragon's face. But at least right now, its eyes are still closed. It's just now your one of your compatriots is currently pinned beneath its body.
So it was 16 damage?
Yep.
Right, let me roll.
So frightful presence would even work when he's asleep, you think? Like it's just being near it?
I don't know. I kind of was just trying to gauge how...
Well,
Like,
Helga
how
also
afraid Helga would
tiptoed
be.
and reached out like they were already afraid, so I don't see why not.
The other thing too is like I think mechanically it's like you can still run away, but you can't get closer, right?
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the idea of him being so scared, or she being so scared that
Yeah.
she just lets herself get knocked down and pinned. All right. The good news is the dragon now his breathing is starting to slow again, and he's back to being asleep.
Okay, maybe dragon exist. Okay, we go now.
Yeah, I told you. Come on.
Is there like a bunch of fucking loot in there?
Mine cars.
Besides mine cars?
So, interestingly enough, there is not loot in this room with him. But you can see beyond him, there are other tunnels in the crystalline structure that you assume probably go deeper into the cave.
Am I able to get this? Is like out.
Roll a I don't know, dexterity saving throw or something. Or what do you want to do? Acrobatics to kind of wiggle your way out.
I guess the question is, am I stuck because it's heavy, or am I stuck because it's grabbing me?
It's not grabbing you. It's not like holding you like a teddy bear or something. Like you are pinned. I imagine like your legs are kind of like they're not crushed, but like your upper body, like you're on the ground kind of like this. Like a hand, please. Like you need to get like pulled out from under this dragon if possible.
I was thinking athletics just to like push it off me.
Push it up. Well, you mean like kind of push into its flesh enough to like squeeze your legs out from underneath it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm cool with that.
Just roll. 18.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. Yeah, I would say that you manage. You are a little hurt, obviously, having been pinned down like that, but you do manage to squeeze your legs out from underneath this thing, and he does not seem to react or wake up. There's that one ticklish spot that you had to touch.
Helga's gonna start slowly backpedaling out of the cave.
Are you like army crawling, or did you get back to your feet and you're?
She'd get back to her feet.
All right.
She wants to face it as she's walking away, like it's a bear or something.
It's yeah, it's pretty terrifying. Its eyes are closed, but you can still.
Do we get a
see
good look at its face now?
All those rows of teeth. Yeah, I would say you do.
DM, how do you think the dogs react to the dragon?
You brought the dogs with you? Okay. They knew this was a bad idea. They never came anywhere close. Tail between their legs, but they didn't run off, but they stayed still in the tunnel part. They did not come into the opening of the room. Because they're not idiots.
Okay.
I desperately want to go steal shit, but I think we should just further the story and go to the love cave, tunnel of love.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay. Still ignoring the small tunnel and exiting the cave?
Is that like on the way out, the small tunnel? Or like just a different path from the big tunnel where the dragon was at?
Yeah, I kind of picture... No. I kind of pictured like this. So you like came into the cave. Oh, you can't see any of this. Like here, and then there's like a little tunnel up here, and then you went down the big crystal tunnel that way.
Oh.
So it's on the way. You could go through the little tunnel if you want.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't like start going down like a winding spiral, like that's gonna take 3 hours.
Right.
Like if it just goes to another room, it's like, oh, okay, what's in there? Okay, cool.
Okay. It does descend some. And as it descends, it reaches a stone dead end.
Is there any hidden panels, buttons, levers?
Do you go and try to touch touching the wall?
Yeah.
Yep. You go to touch the wall, and you just kind of feel your hands like right through the stone.
Totally meant to do that and walk through it.
You walk through it, and you find a door. This door has 3 locks on it. One is red, one is blue, and one is yellow. It is a very sturdy, very heavy, otherwise unbreakable steel door.
That's a Resident Evil ass door.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm trying
I
to.
was thinking about that too.
Man, if only I could pick locks. But there's too many. It's unpickable.
I'll say these are very intricate locks. Moltrace does react. He changes out of the lantern that he was currently in, and he is going to turn into a key shape, and he will fly directly into the red lock.
Oh, snap.
Can I, like,
Is
study?
Mewtwo behind this door?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Is Mewtwo behind this door?
I guess we'll see.
If I like, I don't know how to necessarily interact with Moltres, but is there a way that I can study how his key, because how it basically interacts with the locks on the door, to see if I can see like a general pattern for the keys, and then maybe be able to narrow down if I can attempt to pick it.
Sure. Okay, let's see. He probably won't respond to you, but he does like Helga.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Helga.
You may speak.
Thank you. Can you get your bird out so I can look at it really quick while it's a key?
Well, it's not really my bird. He just kind of follows me around, but I will do as you ask.
Clearly, he's subservient to you.
So is Norman, but he is not my robot.
That's because you don't claim ownership.
Exactly. I do not claim ownership of this bird. All right, little birdie, come on out.
Okay.
The
bird.
Chris tried to like gently grab him and pull him out of the keyhole.
Yeah. You can tell that he responds. He does start to immediately want to change back into a bird though when he's in your hand. So he will, and now he's back in bird mode, and he's looking up at you, kind of head cocked to one side, sort of waiting for an instruction.
All right, give me just a minute. We'll
you do a ritual for 10 minutes of
We'll cast a speak with animals.
Nice.
And then
animals on a mechanical bird.
That's a good point.
Don't waste it. I don't think I kind of like it. I think it's cuter when he kind of understands. He's used to taking commands sort of in common. He just can't really communicate back to you with common.
Okay. Little birdie man. She does speak bird folk as well. Maybe she'll speak in bird folk. Say, hey, need you to be the key for a couple minutes so this tall drink of water can look at you.
Was that in bird folk, really?
Yeah.
He has no idea what you're saying. Bird folk. What a
What you
random
taught
ass
him.
language. He has no clue.
Dude, they updated the languages in 5.5 and I can speak bird folk, I can speak hedge, which was another weird one.
Huh.
There was
Interesting.
some other weird animal language.
Helga showed off that she can speak bird folk, but does she want to try common now?
Kylie, I'm sorry. The bird does not understand me, so he will not be turning into a key for you anytime soon.
That's fair.
As she says
hello.
out loud, he will not turn into a key.
Can I try and charm this bird and just like persuade it to like just for like 1 minute turn into a key?
Yeah, sure.
Charm it with a little bit of like, I don't know, like what the fuck do you feed a flaming bird? Wood pellet fuel, like wood pellets.
Some good charcoal.
Do you have
some good
wood pellets
charcoal?
with you?
No, surely I have wood though. Let's see. What do I have that I could feed a bird?
I got a bag full of pebbles.
I do have torches. I'll just like crack the crack the end of the torch off wherever whatever. If it's like a match. Imagine if it's like a big match. Just like crack the coating off of it and just like feed it to him like little crackling or something.
Right, sure. I think he's still in Helga's hand. Are you offering up wood on your hand, or are you sprinkling it onto Helga's hand and just?
Nope, just trying to see if he'll eat torch fuel.
Sure. Yeah.
It's like
he will from your hand peck 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 and eat some of it, and Helga will feel him get a little warmer in the palm of her hand as his little internal engines start to like cook up the fuel you're giving him.
All right, little birdie, time to turn into key again.
Okay, and he changes into a key, and again he starts to float towards the door to immediately go into the lock.
It is like he has like wings, right? Like he's like a Harry Potter key.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Can I just like hold like his tail so like his wings are flapping, but he's not going anywhere?
Sure, yeah, that's good. So he's still floating in the air like this, but you're holding on to him. And now, if Kylie wants to do like an investigation check to try to like better understand the shape of this.
Yeah, sure.
What, like whittle a key or something?
No, basically I want to get based on how the key looks and how it's basically made, she's going to attempt to basically pinpoint specific tools to use based on how that lock interacts with, basically.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Really nice. Yeah. You. So I think it's because the little mole trace gives off light too, that you can like see every little intricate tooth of this key. Yeah. And while you're studying it, because it's not going anywhere, you immediately start fishing through your stuff and find the exact little metal doodads that you think would work on one of these locks.
Perfect. Okay. What's the chance this door's gonna blow up, Helga?
Hey,
under over.
Doors do not blow up, but apparently dragons do exist. So what the hell do I know?
Sure, there's no need to check for traps on this door. It's clearly well locked. Nobody would trap it and lock it that well. It's kind of redundant at that point, right?
I do not understand how you would trap door.
Okay, I'm gonna unlock the door. Or attempt attempt.
Let's use your tools in. Do you want to go for the blue lock or the yellow lock?
Let's do blue.
Okay.
No, wait. Is yellow like electricity and blue is like frost theoretically?
Yes.
Is
Yep.
that something I would
Yes.
know? Okay. Yeah, I'll do blue.
Blue. Okay. Let's use your tools.
All right.
It's gonna have to be pretty good.
Not good.
Not good.
Well, not good enough. How about that?
Yeah. I would say that as you put your tools in here, you do feel something kind of snap and break.
Fuck.
And I don't think that this lock will be able to be opened.
Well, I tried. All right. Thank you, Moltres. She'll just walk off.
I would say you have more. You could try the yellow lock if you. I guess it won't really matter, right? If you can only get 2 out of 3 locks.
I mean, sure, I'll try.
It'll matter once we get the blue bird.
You're correct.
Yeah. I'll try the yellow lock. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I did it.
Wow.
Who needs a little yellow bird? You feel very confident here, and you hear all the right little latches, or however you're doing this. My knowledge of this is based purely on Skyrim, so that can't be too accurate. But it works. There just seems to be one thing kind of standing in your way, and that's going to be this blue lock that's currently partially broken.
Huh. Well, I got that one. The blue one's fucked until we find that bird, but cool.
All right.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second. I assume this is the door that I saw.
It is the door you saw.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It was that other, there's like a smaller
Sick.
chamber that went off to the side and it
Yeah.
went to like an invisible wall. You go through the wall, then there's a door.
Nice.
Now I need a blue bird.
Need a blue bird.
Is Norman blue? Is Norman a blue bird or blue dragon?
No,
Like,
he has like a bronzy
follow-
dragon outfit.
Bronze, yeah.
Yeah.
Bronze and green, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
Bronze.
Okay. I'm done with this lock. She'll
Alright.
kick the door and just go back.
Okay, you guys head out.
Does Moltres
Yep.
go back with this, or does he
No,
remain a
he
key?
stays with you. He won't go into lantern mode though. He'll just tuck himself away in your outfit again. These birds like hiding in pockets.
I want to cast the spell I should have cast in the first place. And cast Beast Bond on Moltres. Oh, damn, it's a beast.
Oh, beast bomb.
It's a construct, but
That's what I'm saying. The spell has to be a beast.
okay. What does Beast Bond do that Moltres isn't already providing you with?
It establishes a telepathic link with him.
Telepathic link. Okay. Yeah, you're not going to get that, but he's very attached to you.
I'm ready, little birdie. I'll learn your secrets someday.
All right. Cool.
And we hit the road.
So you guys exit the cave and you're back out to that clearing again. You see the minecart coaster above you. You pass under its beams and supports, and eventually you find your way into another section of forest. While you're walking, there are a few more tremors, but you don't see any ground opening up beneath you or any dangers like that. Just there'll be a tremor, you'll see some birds fly, and that's about it. And then you start to hear the sound of a rushing river. And as you approach, you see a cave of sorts. that the river is running through, but on the front of it, looking very decrepit and it has not been taken care of. Clearly, this is like far out of reach of maintenance. But you see this giant heart shape around the opening. You also find a few swan boats sitting on the edge of the water. Those look familiar to you.
Swan boats are going to be the BBEG of this campaign.
They're all going to morph together into a giant golem of swan boat.
Swan dragon.
The final boss is called Your Swan Song.
Yeah, Trent, it's so good.
Thank you.
Freaking smart.
Big Al comes back from the grave and starts kissing its feet. I want you back.
All right, so there's a river that's obviously moving this direction into the cave. You kind of have to be on water to enter the cave. You can swim if you want, or if you want to use the boats, you can do that. Up to you.
Is there any way I could use magic to permanently make like the outline of the heart like glitter?
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
Because like you would see Tunnel of Love, and then you would see like the lights in that heart shape. So, I have certain spells that are ranged attacks with, like they'll Sacred Flame where, there's like flame-like radiance, or I have Guiding Bolt, and
okay.
I have Fairy Fire if I prepare it on some days. But like, is there enough magic I could pour into it to permanently turn it into a lit up tunnel?
Sure. What level of a spell slot do you need for Fairy Fire? What's that, 2 or something?
That's level 1.
That's level 1. I'll let you burn one of those to put twinkling lights all over this entrance with magic to make it look prettier.
I do that.
Does anybody in the group ask about that as they watch him? Okay.
No.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna let it play out. Yeah.
All right.
Let it happen.
Yeah, I guess we're going to the tunnel.
Okay.
How many swan boats do we have?
I would say you have 3. There are 2-seaters.
It's enough for all of us to hop onto a boat.
Yep.
I can fly if I have to.
How big is the boats? Like paddle boats?
2 people can sit into it. Like a paddle boat is what I'm kind of picturing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Helga's gonna try to get in a boat with anybody but Norman, but end up in the boat with Norman somehow.
Well, it's like when you're picking partners for a project and everybody else pairs up really quick, but then you can't get to anybody in time. So then the only 2 people left are Norman and
turn my head
and Helga.
Just an empty boat seat and Norman.
Norman,
I saved you a seat, friend.
I was waiting for you to join me in this boat.
That's when Helga decides to swim.
Yeah.
She probably swim much faster than a paddle boat, if we're being honest.
Probably.
But
what's your swim speed? 50, 45 or 50?
45, yeah.
Yeah.
So who's with who then?
Norman, Helga. I mean, I'd go with anybody.
I'll go with that, Brett.
There we go.
All right, I'll ride with Eagle then. I'll have my little crowbar plushie steel defender on my lap.
Eagle and the owl.
Is Everett like a skinny lad?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he was just Kylie was just like, oh, like he's nice and thin. Like we'll have plenty of space. We can stretch out. It'll be comfortable.
Yeah, he's super gangly, just really tall.
Yeah.
All right. So you get into your boats and you sail your way into the Tunnel of Love, now under this glittering entranceway, courtesy of Eagle Wind. And as you float in, though, it's very, very dark, right? Very, very dark. You hear the sound of like dripping water as you're going. There are little areas that are like carved out that you think like maybe they would build a little scene at one point, but it's just not made yet. Just like little empty stages or platforms. And as you're floating deeper, it's getting colder, like significantly colder. You start to see your breath in front of you. And who's in the first swan boat?
We'll be in the first one.
Okay, you and Helga? No,
Helga.
you and
Yeah.
Yep. And wait, Norm, do you have dark vision?
I do not. No.
Good. I like this even better.
Neither does Helga. That's great.
I know. The two of you are floating in the first boat.
We're both so dumb.
Very, very awkward with each other. Does Norm take this opportunity to like reach for Helga's hand or anything?
Oh no, totally platonic.
Oh, it's still platonic. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. He just doesn't know what I love you means.
I see. I see.
Or what calling someone your honey implicates.
Right.
Correct. To the external world, he's the biggest creep, but it's all innocent.
Very good.
He just wants a friend.
So, like I said, it's very, very quiet. Sound of water, like dripping, the water kind of beneath you as well. But then that all changes when all of a sudden you feel your boat just collide with something. And it just slows down. It kind of like shoots you forward a little bit in your chairs. And you just hear like a grating sound as it just slides across a surface that's not water. And eventually it slows to a stop. And the other boats will do the exact same thing. And come crashing.
You guys will hear Helga make the most feminine scream you've heard her utter yet. And it's just like, dragon!
Mm-hmm. Oh, what about our dog?
Scares there's a dragon now.
Do we have our dogs in the boat with Hootenheim and I?
Oh yeah, they're on your laps.
Hilarious.
Big mastiffs.
Yeah.
An owlin with the mastiff in its lap.
Yeah. But as the other people in the boats come careening onto like shore, they will see that they have run adrift on a sheet of ice, and the tunnel seems to be frozen from this point on. The water is just, and some water is still going past it. Like you can tell, it's like maybe going underneath like this giant frozen iceberg kind of thing. Like it's not like the water is just like pooling on this side because it's totally stuck, but the river is frozen here. Mm-hmm. And there's a little cave that goes up and off to the side.
10 gold. There's an iceberg here.
Iceberg?
I was thinking an ice dragon, but
I think it's a dragon.
Completely blind, Norm will hop out of his boat, eager to find the iceberg.
Okay. Let's see. Do a dex save to see if you fall on your face in an embarrassing fashion.
I might. That's an 8.
Yeah. You do. You fall on your face, and then fortunately your weird kind of helps hoist you up again.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We'll more carefully exit the boat.
Good.
And dig Moltres out of my pocket and try to illuminate what I can.
He doesn't really want to because it's so cold. Like he'll try to like kind of hide himself in the bottom of your pocket, but you can still fish him out if you want. You want to force him out?
No.
Okay, that's nice.
I have a torch. And I'll light a torch.
Okay. You light a torch, and you're heading to the one tunnel that is available there.
Can I just run straight?
Straight,
Wait,
or you're going
my
down
globe.
down the tunnel of love, or my little side tunnel?
Up to you guys. I was just gonna say my bracelet emits light. I forgot about that this whole time.
Oh,
I have
your
that glow bracelet,
Yeah.
so I can see a little bit. Dim
Yeah.
light.
Does it seem like the ice is coming from the tunnel? Like if we go down a little bit further down the river, does the ice kind of immediately stop?
It does.
Okay.
To save
So
time,
yeah,
I'll
let's
just tell you that. Yeah.
go down the side tunnel then.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Let me open up this map. Hopefully I did the lighting right. I really hope I did this right.
The real question is, can Billy control Kylie?
Yes, I even double checked that before I started this time to make sure that he would have control. I didn't want to do that yet again. All right. So you walk down this tunnel, and you're following the light of, the torch that Helga's holding and the glow bracelet that Norm is trying to use to also help people out. When a number of you have dark vision anyways, it doesn't really matter. But you start to see some light ahead of you. And then this very, very rough, kind of carved into the cave wall, comes up to a couple of nicely carved stone pillars and stone stairs. And it brings you to here. Okay. What do you see? Do you see what you're supposed to see?
Oh, there it is.
Like a little area of cave?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna get a drink really quick. Are you guys cool if we take like a few minutes just so I can
Yeah.
get a drink? Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. Juice up.
No, you have to suffer as a DM, not the drink.
Good dinner. Me too.
Yeah. What are you drinking, Trent?
Too hard an IPA.
What is it?
Bells.
Bells. I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, no, you know this, right? Pretty
Nope.
common.
I don't really drink.
Oh, that's good.
I'm not like against it necessarily, but I just don't. Especially with
Yeah.
the diabetes, it's
Sure.
not smart.
Yeah, I mean, I think unless I'm going out to like a trivia night, I'll have the beer. Otherwise, it's like I might get like a single tall boy or something for like
Yeah.
a week. But yeah, the older I get, I'm just like, I don't really need alcohol at all.
Yeah, it's like you drink to get drunk, right? And the older you get, the harder the consequences of being
So
drunk
bad.
is.
I have not been drunk in such a long time.
Same.
Can't. Yeah, no joy in it anymore.
Especially after working at the meadery. Honestly, like it really. I don't want to say it like ruined drinking for me because it's like all I like think about it all differently now.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about like, oh, what's the flavor profile? They probably could have used this ingredient instead of that, or it's like that's the thing. But
Yeah.
also, I had to drink like 4 or 5 days a week for my job, so now that I don't have to do it.
4 or 5 times a week. What?
Oh yeah, when we're brewing stuff, we have to try what we're making
Oh, that's right.
and make adjustments. So, yeah.
Also, Aaron, what do you want your magical sword to look like? Or whatever your weapon is that floats with you.
My weapon that floats with me?
Isn't that what that red dot is?
It's a Steel Defender. It's like a little buddy.
Oh, why did I always think Steel Defender was like a sword? Isn't there another thing called something Defender that's a sword?
There's like a spiritual weapon.
A Holy Avenger.
Sure. Holy Avenger, that's what I was thinking of. Okay.
That is a sword.
I'll take the Holy Avenger.
No. You don't need any more.
There's dancing weapons that
That's
do
not what
that
I
with
was
like quote.
thinking,
Yeah.
So your Steel Defender, is this the thing that's your robotic spider?
No, I have a Steel Defender and I have a Familiar. Familiar's just a spider.
Okay.
That's on
a
Everett.
Token for him?
Maybe we could put like a status on Everett. I basically would use it for like touch range spells from a distance.
Oh, okay.
So cure wounds, invisibility, whatever.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna look up like Google images of Steel Defenders.
Well,
almost like
web on it for spider.
a lot of them are not what I was envisioning. A couple of them are just like dogs.
Yeah. They're like those what are those robo dogs from the early 2000s? You pet them and they have the little blue heart eyes that light up.
Yeah.
Oh, those are so cute.
No, but this one I got the crowbar, quote unquote, plushie at the fair, and then I refashioned it so it's basically like a little animatronic crowbar running around.
Cute.
Hilarious. Okay. I love
I'll
that.
give you a crowbar token then for next time. It's a small creature. Or medium.
I'm not sure. Let me look.
Did we ever find out what all the plushies do?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, you figured out what any of the plushies do.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
When you guys didn't do that, I was like, oh.
Medium.
I guess that was a bad idea for items to give them.
Also, is norm considered a construct?
I think so.
Right? Norm, yes, but I'm using the yeah, but like spells that work on humanoid.
Yeah, because I have mending, and that would be broken. I could just heal you infinitely. He is cutting out. You good? Am I cutting out?
Okay.
Was I cutting out?
Was
No,
that
I think
me?
we all cut out.
I heard it was all of us.
Yeah, that was a mess. It was just
I
like
also
part
thought that was just
slowed
me.
down, and then it was
Okay.
yeah,
Weird.
that was the
Wild. Whole universal
So
drop
I,
out.
but I can't use mending to heal you, is what you're saying. Like those types of construct things won't
Correct.
work.
Yeah,
That'd be too
I'm a
broken.
construct, but I operate as if I was a humanoid for the purposes of like damage and healing.
Yeah. Okay.
It's that damn soul. Makes
I
you
know.
human.
My self-fixing wiring.
Oh, that's why I thought Norm was blue, because you have a blue face.
Yeah.
Like your little icon. But yeah, it's like mostly like green.
Yeah. And yeah, picture that with like a dragon hood over my head.
Or like big goofy dragon horns.
Yeah, yeah. I'm wearing a dragon mascot costume. Yeah.
And like a snout, a big fucking snout.
But it's like a children's 7. Like it's just a children's youth size because nothing else. They didn't have one fit for Norman. So it has like arms that he doesn't use and like legs that just like trail back behind him.
Yeah, dude. I was imagining like a Reptar onesie.
Exactly. Yeah. It's basically a Reptar onesie. Yeah.
All right. You guys arrive at this beautifully carved wall with like stone masonry and these nice pillars with torches lit. And there's a door in front of you. There's also another little path, a branching path that goes there to the right that I think you guys can all see.
Helga's gonna walk right up.
Okay. I'm not sure if I did doors correctly, but
Oh yeah. Doors are she'll open the door. Doors are strange because you can only see like half of it, so it just looks weird.
Okay.
I'm used to be able to see all the door. Hey, there's a friend in here.
You open the door, and yeah, you see a corpse, a pretty awful looking corpse creature. But as you open the door and you're standing there, he just says, "Welcome. Are you here for the wedding?"
No, we're here looking for some stupid mechanics who are lost or hurt or I don't know.
Mechanics.
Hey, what are we here for again? I don't remember.
Is this like an obvious corpse? Like this, we shouldn't be talking to this thing.
He is definitely a corpse. He is dressed in like like a tattered, almost like a tuxedo, like a little butler guy.
Helga, I don't think this is somebody we should be talking to.
I don't think you are someone I should be talking to, but I struggle with through it anyway.
Do you all want to come inside? You'll catch a cold out there.
What the hell are we doing here again? We have to find some mechanics.
We need
an ice
missing
nerd?
engineers. Yeah,
missing engineers. We need to go save them.
I am not dressed for such an occasion. May I borrow your tie?
and he kind of like sort of fumbles with it, trying to loosen the knot, but you can tell like his decayed fingers aren't terribly dexterous anymore.
I will wait an absurdly long amount of time to wait to see if he can do it himself.
He okay, yeah, he eventually gets it. It kind of like he pulls it off, and like it's almost like the skin was kind of stuck to it too, so it kind of stretches off some of his skin, snaps a little bit, and then he offers you his tie.
Wonderful. All right, hey, fine. We go to your boring wedding. Which way do we go?
Oh, well, the other guests are gathered right through here, including the lucky bride.
Is this bride someone I should know, or is this complete stranger?
She's so beautiful. I'm so proud of her.
It's gonna be a swan boat.
Is this your daughter?
Oh, no, I should be so lucky.
Okay. Fine, keep your secrets. All right, guys, let's go to the wedding.
Can
She
we
just starts like cursing under her breath.
we can just not go to the wedding.
It seems like a terrible idea.
Look, they have souvenir gifts over here just for us. Weird
Hey.
curvy dagger that only necromancers use.
Hey, Helga. Remember when there wasn't a dragon? You said the dragons didn't exist, and I said yes. There's a dragon right there, and I saw it.
I only remember when Norm was correct, because Norm is upsettingly right most of the time.
What? What was that? I didn't hear you quite clearly.
Helga said she loves you.
I will stab you through face.
She said it louder.
Necromancer dagger.
She has her own way of saying it back to me.
I think they need somebody to perform a ceremony, Norm, up here.
Really?
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. Ask Cryptic Doorman. He not tell me anything.
Norman will speed through the door. Kind of getting spooked, but like he doesn't see the corpse at first, and then he just rushes in and
oh God, you're hideous. Sorry.
Wow, I certainly didn't expect how ugly you'd be. Someone said a ceremony needed to be performed.
Well, we do have someone planned to officiate, but you can see if he needs any help, and he'll kind of point to the door sort of behind him, farther along. Through that door and to the left will take you to a lovely little chapel. And I was cuter when I had my tie on, but I gave it away, so you can keep those comments to yourself.
It probably would not have helped, but I'll go see if he needs any help.
Helga also puts the tie on and doesn't know how to tie a tie in any way at all. It's just like just a regular knot.
There is this constant stink of putrid flesh.
She's used to it.
All right.
She lives around animals. How bad could it be?
That's true.
Is there a knife on this table?
You can pick it up if you want. Yeah.
Helga says,
I'll stick to the battle map.
I'll take my party favor now. Thank you. And she'll take the dagger and
all right. You have
stuff in her belt.
Dagger. Yeah. Besides that, though, papers, books. Actually, a lot of books. If you look at them, you can probably see from the cover art, they're like trashy romance novels. And even these little booths are like pink and red, and there's like little heart prints all over it.
And Owlboy, you can read the words, right?
I guess I will fly in there and see what needs looked at.
I do not know how to make words out of scribbles on paper.
What language is it?
It is common.
Oh, okay. Okay, I guess I will read the words to him.
Okay. From the very first page, you realize that this is a very smutty book. And it talks about watching the new farm boy with his sinewy muscles and golden, strong shoulders. Do you want to read on?
Nope.
Please.
Why did you stop reading? It was about to get good.
Can Norm read it?
Oh Jesus Christ, no.
He definitely.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's
I'd like
go.
to hand it to Norm.
I'm going to open door. Go to ceremony now.
Norm, you
Goodbye.
have a smutty romance novel now.
I will take it and I'll say, oh, this must be what they want read for their ceremony, and I will follow you through the door.
Very nice. Anyone else following?
The door to the left. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Eagle Wind's kind of just hanging out back here.
We'll poke her head back in and say, excuse me, Mr. Too broke to afford his own tie. Which direction is ceremony?
The ceremony's not starting yet, but the chapel is over there to the left.
Hey, do not understand what you meant, but thank you. All right, Norm.
This way.
Does this doorman have anything expensive looking on him?
Definitely doesn't.
Okay.
I just took
That's
the
what I
nicest
thought.
thing off of him.
Yeah. He still is even like feeling around his neck, like remembering the tie that used to be there and like sort of regretting his decision to give it
Oh
away.
Lord.
The chunk of flesh he's missing now.
Oh. Yeah. So I walked into the chapel.
You did walk in the chapel. You see a much more intimidating looking skeletal creature behind what appears to be an altar. He is holding a book and he's kind of like mumbling or trying to like decipher the words in the book. And then he'll put the book down and he'll pick up like 2 rings. And he's like looking at one and looks at the other, like nods, puts him down in front of him, grabs the book again. He sees you come in, obviously, but he doesn't really care so much about you all being there.
Can I assume this is the officiant that they have?
You can. I'll say that he's you can tell he's armored, but like in a not so discreet way. There's like kind of like a clerical robe sort of thrown over top his armor, but it's like spiky armor. It's like piercing through the fabric at various places. Like this guy's not a, not a proper clergyman, but trying to look the part.
Here.
Hey, he would do much better if he had a time.
Normal will walk right up to him and he'll say, "No, no, no. The couple wants this book read instead of that filth."
Is that so?
That's what I heard from the guy out there.
Oh, why do they keep changing things? I'm so anxious as is.
Oh, don't worry. I'll do the ceremony instead. You don't have to worry about it.
Will you? Oh my god, I'm not cut out for this. I want to help my mistress, but so stressful.
I almost hate to ask this question, but who is mistress?
Mistress? Well, that's
yes.
my beloved lady.
Mistress, of course.
No, Mildred. Lady Mildred.
All right. Hey, who is Mildred?
She's the definition of sex appeal. She's beautiful.
Fantastic.
Powerful woman I know. Been serving her for many years. Just not like this, when he's gesturing to the clerical robes.
How have you been serving? You know what? I think we'll get to that part in the ceremony, perhaps.
Well, maybe I would love to not do any part of the ceremony. This is so awkward. I mean, look at this thing on me.
I think a tie would bring the whole kit together.
Yeah?
It does not look good. You don't look good.
Well, shit. Can you help me with the tie, then?
I will, for all of your worldly possessions.
He looks at the rings, but those aren't his to give. So he will reach into his pocket and he'll hand you the body of a dead rat, but the head is missing. It's like the head was clearly bitten off. And he offers this to you. Will this be enough for the?
Hi, buddy. I do not think this is fair trade. Listen, I'm trying to trade up from paperclip to car. This is a step back for me.
I see. Let me
What about that book you were reading earlier?
This book? Um he holds a it's a book, it's black, it has a skull on it. Kind of spooky.
Perfect.
And he's like, "Well, if I don't need this cuz I have that one instead." He points to the romance novel. Then yeah, sure, you can have this.
You don't think you need either. You will not perform a ceremony, yes?
Oh, I'm not. Are you for sure gonna do it? He points to Norm.
Yes.
That's wonderful. And he'll start to wrestle off his clergy robe, and he's gonna throw another layer of fabric over top Norm. So now you look like a robot dressed as a dragon, dressed as a clergyman. Perfect.
All right, here's your tie. I will take strange, non-necromantic book from you now.
Oh yeah, go for it. So I'm just a guest now, right?
I don't
my
know.
role?
Yes.
I can do that. And he'll go and like just sit in a pew and just like appear practically dead. Just like he's very happy just being motionless, sitting there, just waiting for things to start.
Are these all rings here?
No, that's just ornamentation. There are only 2 rings. You can probably assume it's for the groom and for the bride. He is watching the table though, even though the rings are sitting there.
You are not officiating wedding now, but we need someone to go and tell bride and groom to make their way to chapel.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can. It's not supposed to start yet. They're still getting ready and all that. You know, my lady needs to put on her makeup and look her best.
Go tell them to hurry the fuck up.
I guess I'll tell them that their guests have arrived. They are expecting you. Yes. I tell them that a giant woman, a man in a blue hat, an owl, a scrawny nerd.
Seems fair.
Where is the honored God, what is it? Bride to be?
Oh, she's back there in her chambers, just a couple rooms back.
think
Lovely
maybe I'll
little
go.
place. Big bubble bath. It's pretty sexy.
I think maybe it would be helpful if I could go assist her getting ready. I think it's probably in the best interest of everybody. What do you think?
Yeah, sure. If she's I mean, I'm too modest, so when she's getting, I don't want to be there when she's getting ready, you know. But you're a girl. She's a girl. That makes sense, right?
Yep.
You want me to individually walk you back there?
Yeah.
All right. Come on with me. He will escort Kylie back to his master.
I'm sure she'll be fine. She sounds like a nice lady.
We'll get to that in a second. Are you guys doing anything else in this room? This chapel?
I was gonna sit down and kick her feet up. Just fucking
Yeah,
wait.
I think
wait for it to happen.
Norm is gonna open the book that he got from Widget and just start reading it to prepare, I guess.
Okay. It's kind of interesting. It is filled with promises of love and all these like potion ingredients as well for like a happy and long marriage. Love potions with strange, weird ingredients like the innards of frogs and such. Then you have some pages that have sort of like enchantment circle things and strange runes. Like you don't really know where to start reading in this thing for a ceremony.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's the book dedicated to?
Like it almost seems like maybe it was meant to be
like
ornamental. Like they hold on to this book, but the recitation is not from it necessarily. What were you saying, Goldwyn?
Like dedicated to, like, oh, this book was written for so and so.
You want to look for a dedication in the book?
Yeah. Oh, for my loving wife, or that sort of thing.
Sure. I would say in the front cover, almost scrawled in like a childish handwriting, like it seems like someone very young wrote this. It says, "Property of Mildred, not Dorothy and Esther." Period.
So this is
at least we know Mildred's not a duck boat.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I've made no promises.
For that. At least she's a sentient swan boat with opposable thumbs in which to write with.
Huh.
While Helga's waiting, she'll pop open the cryptic tome and just look for pictures.
Okay. Yeah, you see some gruesome pictures of how to like carve open bodies and find certain organs that you can then strain and drain to use in potions and other concoctions.
Very interesting. I have done this one before.
Gross.
Let's see. I will let's I want to get Kylie a little closer to her destination while all that was going on. So Kylie,
Okay.
let's follow me and let's go through this door. Can I open the doors? I guess I can open
Think
it.
so.
Opened. Open. Hang on. There. Okay. So he will escort you through this door, and you find yourself in this room that I will not explain to you. We pass by some individuals that look at you, but since you're being guided by this gentleman, they think nothing of it, and you are brought to this door. And he says, "Well, if they're expecting you to help with getting ready and the makeup and all that, just right through this door."
Okay, thank you. Can you also go let my party know that I will be back shortly? Need approximately, I don't know, and at this point I'm gonna like insert a code word, like to the party that has been previously discussed. That essentially says like, "Hey, I'm gonna go skulk around," but it's delivered in a message if he goes back and talks to them.
Okay. Is this a spell, or are you retroactively deciding that there was a code word for?
No, I'm just like thinking, oh,
like Samantha or something, or
the
well, yeah,
meatballs
no,
are dry.
it's almost like a phrase. Like if you're like, the only example I can think of off the top of my head is like if you're trying to cheat at playing cards, you have like certain phrases that you say to your partner, right? That means certain things.
Yeah.
They're
What's our
basically
safe
code
word?
phrases.
So what do you want it to be?
The phrase will be something equivalent to going on a smoke break.
Okay.
Yeah, basically she'll say, yeah, just let them know I'm going on a smoke break and rendezvous with them shortly and assist the bride. as well.
And I didn't hear him because his flying was so quiet. But is he part of helping out too? And he points to Widget, who's strangely standing beside him right now.
I'm assuming Aaron just wanted to see, but maybe he's
No,
right.
I was so the recording
Video.
could see it.
The recording.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Because I can't see from the other room, so to hear
That'll
all the
help.
talking
There, and I'm
and
like,
see
oh, hello.
nothing would be silly.
So quiet.
I'll tell your friends. And without even seeing if you're gonna enter into that room yet, he is going to exit, and everyone else in this room is going to ignore you because obviously you seem to be a guest or you were invited here to help with setting up for the wedding.
Yep.
He's gonna go back and talk to your friends, and he will tell them. I'll just get this out of the way now.
Okay.
Show up into this room, be like, and go back to his pew where he was sitting stoically, and he'll say, "Yeah, your friend who does like the hair and makeup and all that, you know, like the smoky eyes makeup must be something like that because she said going on a smoke break. So I don't know makeup, you know. This is all natural right here, but sounds like she knows what she's doing."
Are they like bones, like skeletons?
Yeah,
like what?
yeah. There's like no skin. Really
Are the dogs like kind of like salivating? Like
the dogs are scared.
Oh, the dogs are scared.
They don't like being here.
Yeah, they're kind of creeped out by it. Okay.
Although you drag them so close to a dragon, this doesn't feel so bad anymore.
Yeah. Did when he was like, oh, the man with the blue hat, like it wasn't like the man with the two dogs. It was like the man with the blue hat, right? Like I thought that was funny. That was
you don't realize just how vibrant your blue hat is.
The hat's the identifying feature about me.
It's the core of your character.
I have like 4 necklaces on, and yeah.
But that just pops.
I guess Eagle's just gonna try to figure out which side of the aisle is the groom's and the bride's.
Sure.
I don't know if there's supposed to be any other wedding guests getting ready for the chapel or coming in, or
yeah, you don't know. You're right. Why don't you do an investigation check to see if one side is meant for the groom and one side is meant for the bride.
Okay. Sure.
Perfect. All right. It's kind of strange, actually. On the right-hand side, it looks like they're expecting a lot of people for this particular side because there are little pouches of like dead, dried flower petals that you'd expect to be thrown by the guests on this side of the aisle, and the other side of the aisle has nothing. Like they don't expect a single person to show up here.
So that'll be the groom's side, I'm thinking.
Maybe.
I mean, I guess if I'm choosing seats, I'm choosing the bride's side. Can I druidcraft kind of make some of the dead flowers live?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that. You can restore some life into the flowers.
Okay. And then I'll give the dogs like some mouthfuls of flowers, and they can, when the bride goes past, they can throw their parts.
It's like,
yeah. I'll send one dog to the other side and one dog. So as they pass, there's like 2 dogs just dropping their flower petals in front of the bride.
All right. So your dog's mouths that they bite with are currently occupied with flower petals. Noted.
Correct.
Okay.
Because this isn't a combat.
Yep, it's not a combat. It's a wedding. You know, it's a wedding.
It's a wedding. We've never heard them mention a groom yet, have we?
You have not heard mention of the groom. They love talking about the Lady Mildred, but they have not really discussed the groom much.
Excuse me, sir. Who's the groom of the wedding?
The groom? I mean, he's okay, I guess. Honestly, I think Lady Mildred's out of his league, but that's just between me and the boys, you know? But lucky bastard got her. Which seems kind of annoying because, I mean, he like just showed up, just showed up. Ship ran aground on the ice, and then. But hey, it's love, right?
Who is he?
I don't know the name.
Ship ran aground on the ice.
But I did see oh, he's so nervous around her. You could just tell he loves her so much. The way he just shakes uncontrollably whenever she's around. It's
Hey,
beautiful, really.
This guy, is he fleshy like us or ugly like you?
He looks more like my Lady Mildred. He has a lot of flesh. Some of the boys say a little too much flesh, right? He's kind of fat, but whatever. Love is love,
Shake.
Just gotta fuck around, and I would say it's a good amount of time to let Kylie fuck around.
Sure. All right.
20 minutes.
Back to Kylie. Norm, are you doing anything at that table, by the way? You're just looking through the book? That's all you're doing?
I suppose I would also be looking around on the table.
Okay,
to see what's there.
There are two rings there. And it's almost like like backstage in theater, obviously. Like for prop tables, they have like taped off where certain things go.
Yeah.
Like on a prop table. There's like a little square that says his and a little square that says hers, and there's a ring set in each of those squares.
Great. And the other, the white was touching the rings, like physically touching the rings, like fiddling with them.
Yeah, he's practicing like about ready like who to hand which one to and all that, like going through the motions of what the service would be.
Gotcha. What do the rings look like?
I don't know. Let me try to decide based on what these rings are. So the the ring that's for him, you notice it's gold, but it's like very light in your hand. Like I don't know if it's cheap or something, but it feels very, very light. The other ring for her is silver, and it's pretty heavy.
Trying to figure out where Norm's morality lies now that he's less of an empty shell. He has more background on who he is.
He does.
He worships a giant friendly bear.
Yeah. I think Oku is Blood and Honey Winnie the Pooh and not 100 Acre Wood Winnie the Pooh. We're gonna the moment the other white takes Kylie out of the room. I'm gonna stash the rings inside of my chest compartment.
All right, you have 2 unidentified rings.
Great. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Let's jump to Kylie. You're outside this very important room by yourself. What would you like to do?
Okay, just doing a quick look around the room. There appears to be two skelly boys.
One is more heavily armored than the other, but yes.
Yep.
The lesser one looks like he's tending to some of these plants, like kind of pruning them, making them look nice.
Okay.
The other one's more of a guard.
It's like approximately, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 doors, 8 doors in this room.
A lot of doors, yes.
Yep. I guess she would briefly go over to, before she goes, she acts like she's going to go into the room, and then she stops and just does, oh, hold on. And then she goes over to this guy over here and she says, is there a place where I can use the little ladies' room really quick. It might take a while in there, so figured I'd go now. Don't want to keep the lady waiting.
Yeah, I understand. There is the river outside. You can go in there if you want.
Oh, okay. Is it over here?
No, that would be the opposite direction of the river.
Hmm. Over here?
No, still colder.
Okay. So just through this door, right? And then she opens the door.
That's not. Well, all right. So you open a door. You find a room with candles lit everywhere. It's very romantic, and there's this big feather bed in the middle. But that is all that you see, at least right now.
Oh, this is the room that she was talking about earlier. Okay. Okay. And then she'll just keep walking down this way. So like down here?
Yeah, that's a better direction. Yes.
Okay. So this one? Nope.
Not that. You open up this door, and there is this translucent, foggy black creature there, and it says, "Who are you?"
Sorry, wrong room. Close the door.
This isn't where I parked my car.
Oopsies.
Nice.
Wait a second.
You know what? Maybe I should just hurry up and get this done with.
Okay.
Then she'll walk back up. And would like to quietly see if she can approach the door. Make sure it's not gonna, I don't know, shoot a fucking arrow through her neck.
It's not.
Okay, cool. Want to see if I can slowly like peek through and open it, not like a tactical crack of the door.
You can. You do hear quite a bit of chatter in there, like people getting ready and all of that. If you look through the crack, it is also illuminated. Like you see, there is light in this room. I'm trying to think of what you see in that tiny little crack that you've envisioned. You see water.
There's not like a dragon.
There's not a dragon.
Okay. Listen, I just realized that they existed, so I'm on dragon alert now. Okay, I will confidently open the door.
Okay, do it.
I'm trying. There we go. Hope.
All right. You open the door. Everyone stops and looks at you.
Mm-hmm.
And this guard over here approaches and says, "Who are you?"
Hello, sir. How are you doing this evening? I'm here for the missus to help her get ready. I was sent from out of town.
She ain't the missus yet.
The Miss
Still have a
Well.
chance.
MISS, not M. Yeah. Obviously not yet.
Milady, did you request? And he walks out of the way. So you see across this, there's this pool in the middle of this room, and it is like bubbly with pink bubbles. Like it is this like lavish bubble bath. You can smell like vanilla and lavender, and then all on the edges you see just piles of pillows and cushions, candlelight everywhere. It's just like luxury and like really sensual. And across the way, you see this beautiful woman, and she gets up from lounging on one of the pillows, and there is a man beside her who does look very, very nervous, but she just kind of gently puts her hand on his shoulder and is like, "I'll be right back, dear." And she's going to casually walk around the pool to approach you.
Is any of these other people in the room wearing a uniform for the
park?
Yeah.
Yes. You see two people wearing the uniform for the park. One, the man that she just touched on the shoulder, and one that is off a ways farther up. He does not seem so scared, though.
Okay.
He seems fairly calm, despite having a skeleton next to him.
Under over, immediately think these people are being held prisoner. Under, she's immediately going to run back to the party.
Oh.
Over, she's going to see how this carries.
Okay.
We'll roll D100.
Sure.
All right. See how it goes.
Fine. She looks at you, considers you, and she's like, I don't remember you being on the guest list. Why are you here?
Yes, I was sent to help. Specifically with, well, your big day.
She blushes a little bit. Like, oh, you've heard about that, right? And she kind of like casts a little glance back to her husband to be and like blows a little kiss. And he just kind of is shaking and kind of steps behind a pillar to not be seen, if he can, like almost avoiding the blown kiss. Just nerves, she says, looking at you. I'm gonna say you need to do a deception check, though, that you're here to help, that someone sent you.
Yep. Oh man, you know what I just remembered? I have reliable talent. Which means nothing to pretty much everybody. So I don't know who's played rogues.
It's a good thing.
So that is actually an 18 because of reliable talent.
Okay. She's intrigued. She's like, oh, did one of my sisters send you?
To be honest, it was kind of a last minute thing. I didn't necessarily catch their name. I was just eager to help, especially when I heard who it was.
And who did you hear who it was? She flicks her long blonde hair.
Yeah, I don't know her name, do I?
They said it, Lady.
You learned it.
Lady.
Did we learn it after or before you left the room?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was right when we entered. It was that first guy.
Because you were like, he's not telling me anything about this thing, and then we figured out a name. The name was said a couple times.
Lady Madeline or Lady Mabel?
Mildred.
It's not Mabel. That's what the book said. Not Mabel.
Yeah.
Or Nancy.
Close.
Dorothy or Esther, right?
Yeah, Dorothy or Esther.
Esther.
Right.
Dorothy or Esther.
What was the old woman's name in the village in Mir?
Oh shit. Okay. No, that's Beth.
Beth.
Oh, the old woman, yeah, Beth.
Yeah, old woman, yeah.
Best character ever, Beth.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I thought about it was because Mildred sounds like an older name.
I could have sworn I saw Trent look to his other monitor and look at the list of like old women names. He's like, okay, her name's gonna be this.
It's gonna be no. I have them prepared. I have them in my Google Doc.
Oh, okay.
No, of course, Lady. She won't say her full name. She'll just say M.
Oh, so mysterious, are we? Very cute.
Where's your
here to help me with exactly?
Looking at this woman, what does she need?
I would say a whole lot of nothing. Her hair is perfect. Beautiful, lush blonde, makeup perfect. Some cleavage showing, has like some fur draped around her shoulders.
She's that like witch from the Baratheons and Game of Thrones. What's that religion?
Melisandre.
Yeah.
Let's while this is happening, I'm gonna cut back to everybody else to see if they are gonna try to like get any closer to what's going on here. So you've already made a good first impression. You can now think about what you're gonna try to sell her on, since she already looks perfect. Back in the chapel, what are you guys up to?
So I think Helga's just waiting like 20 minutes, and if Charlie's not back in 20 minutes, then she'll go figure out what's going on.
Okay.
I think we're talking about smoke break, so
Yeah, we should all be a little perked up anyway, right?
That smoke break was the term for
her searching around.
Yeah, she's gonna go skulk about.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just try and probe this gentleman in here if he knows anything else. Or so are you guys have you been here a while? Are y'all from the Tunnel of Love area?
Yeah, we've had this as our base of operations for a little bit. And you have to admit, my lady made this place look awfully nice. I mean, look at this beautiful rug here. Look at these walls. Look at the ornamentation. It's amazing what she can do with the snap of her fingers. Beautiful.
Does he look like he might have been an engineer at any point in his life?
He is pretty well armored. He looks like a warrior. Especially now that his clerical robe is off.
It's that classic, like, spiky armor, like shoulder pads spiky, and right?
Yeah. Because it was kind of piercing through the fabric and stuff.
So did you guys run into anybody when you got here? Or was it just all empty?
No, it was totally empty. Pretty nice. Yeah, we found a bird, though. That's kind of cool.
Insight check.
Cute little bird. Sure.
Not terrible. Let's see. 15?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's being honest.
Okay.
Yeah, we found a bird, and he's a helpful little guy. He's actually currently chilling all the booze for the wedding reception afterward. So helpful.
Where is the bird?
Oh, he's over back where the kegs are stored and the wine.
Did we see? We didn't see this bird.
It's not
right?
time for that yet. We gotta do all the ceremony first. You did not see any of that.
Okay. Is that when we first came in? That's where it was? Like, that's the bar area?
No.
Was it a bar?
That
Okay.
wasn't. You didn't see any kegs there, any booze.
Okay.
That just had a bunch of little mini couches and smut.
Yeah. No, I think I'm just waiting to see if we need to go, I guess, outside of that.
Okay. Anyone else? Or should I jump back to Kylie?
Does the white is he armed? Does he have weapons?
He does, yes. You want to know what he has?
Sure.
He's just sitting pretty still. You would see strapped to his back, he has a long sword and a long bow crisscrossed on his back.
A disgusting bone creature man.
No, you say, me. You kind of like.
She'll say it again louder in his direction. Excuse me, disgusting man.
Yes. Big fat woman.
That sword and
looking at you now.
That sword and bow that you have on you. Do you ever use it, or just the glory of your old days?
Yeah. No, plenty of times. Plenty of times I've used it.
Hey, on what?
Especially if anyone stands between my mistress and true love.
So you use it to do what exactly? Kill men who are making moves after your mistress?
No, kill others that try to prevent my mistress from being happy. Now, mind you, these marriages, marriages can fall apart. She's had a few 20, 25 husbands, but this one's the one. I feel really good about this guy, even if I think he's a little ugly.
I'm sorry, what was the number of marriages you said?
20, 25. I kind of lose track. Some were pretty short.
Hey, so
short.
Around the honeymoon, it's like it's over so fast.
After all of this time, you never got comfortable officiating a wedding?
But it's usually not my job.
Oh, what happened to the normal officiator?
Well, we take turns. I mean, he's done the last 10. He's kind of exhausted. He's a little bored. When he does the ceremony, he doesn't really have the enthusiasm anymore. And Lady Mildred was like, nah, we can't have that. We need passion. The thing is, like, I never could read very well in life. And so, right now, I also kind of suck at it. I wish I learned. And he looks kind of down and sad.
Reading is overrated. It's alright.
Thank you. That means a lot. Are you single?
No way, buddy. So all these ex-lovers, husbands of the mistress, you guys just kill them when you no longer need them, or?
Well, we would need them always, or she would, but then they always try to run away, or they try to stab her in the night, and it's like, that doesn't work. She loves the night. That's like her best time. These dumb boys.
So if we're going to stab her, we should do it during the day, is what you're saying.
Yeah, the day kind of sucks. That's why I love this place. We're underground. Wonderful.
Sure. Why not? All right. Well, you may go back to being sad about not being able to read, because I can totally do that, and you can't.
Yeah.
And she'll open the book upside down. Keep looking at the pictures.
Love that. All right. Then Eaglewind, do you want to do anything right now? Does Everett want to do anything right now? Widget, before I jump to Kylie?
I think I'm just paying attention to what Helga's doing as far as responding.
Okay.
I'll put a patch of a mirror on the gift table if there's like a gift cart.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice. Yeah, you put a sizable mirror onto the gift table.
Mm-hmm.
The gift table's otherwise empty.
Nice.
How many weddings until you think they gave up? Like did they make it to like 4 or 5 and they stopped getting gifts, or?
I don't think they have money.
Well, no guests have arrived yet, right? I mean, he's just here waiting because you've usurped his role, and now he's just a guest.
I guess. Do you think people are bringing gifts after the 20th wedding?
Yeah, you still want to celebrate, even if you think it's just going to be another one that doesn't last.
It seems to be pretty popular, so.
All Everett, anything from you?
No, that was just trying to do a little inquiry.
Cool. Okay. Yep. Let's jump back to Kylie then. So you are talking to the madam herself. She is convinced that you were sent here by someone to help her out, and now she wants to know how you're going to help her out. As she shows you her beautiful hair, her beautiful makeup, all of it.
Well, it's very clear that obviously there's nothing more that we can necessarily do to make you even more spectacular than what you already are.
Oh, you flatter me.
Of course. However, I do have a little, if you want to have a little bit extra experience, a little bit extra fun, and DM, one of the things that Kylie did before coming to the park was be a drug dealer.
That's true.
And even though she has, she's trying to make a new life for herself, she still has a little bit of drugs on her.
Yeah, why not?
And it's kind of I don't know, actually, let me look what it was again, or what it was based off of. I don't know what kind of effect necessarily it would be like, or what drug in real life, but it's called Essence of Ether, is what I picked. Just more for like as a casual drug that could be taken, not to actually do mechanical effects. Like I'm not obviously going to poison her.
You're trying to schmooze her over and be like, dude, do some drugs with me.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And just kind of take the edge off, right? Or honestly, if she's open to it, she might try and convince her to have the Mister participate to make him a little bit more. I don't know. Less hiding.
You want to drug the groom, the terrified groom? Okay, that's fine.
Honestly, more to make him at ease than anything else. Before we can actually figure out what the hell we're gonna do with this group.
Okay.
Basically, give him a little bit of drugs. If I need to partake as well, to make sure that they don't think I'm just trying to kill them. Give them a little bit of peanut butter and crack sandwich, and then kind of, get them
We
loose.
all
loose
jump to the drug.
Yeah, guys, Jesus.
Yeah, just get them a little bit loosened up, and yeah, really try to also see if she can get any more information in this room, so she can quickly dose them and then go wander off to the bathroom and go back to the party.
Okay. All right. She is going to take the drug and look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll look at you. She's like, "Are you going to take one with me?"
Yeah, of course.
She links her arm with yours, so you guys can both toss a pill.
Sure. What about your hubby to be? Do you think he's interested? I don't know what kind of man he is, so you'd know better than me.
She will look over. She goes, "Come over here, big boy," and he'll like shake his head, and then she'll like scowl, and then terrified.
Can I like
sprinting over to?
Yeah, can I like be like try to make some like face to him, be like, "Come over here and take this, so we can get you the fuck out of here."
Yeah, you can try to do that.
As much as you can gesture without speaking.
Okay. So all three of us are gonna do drugs, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We all link arms in this strange Lovecraftian tentacle thing of arms, and we pop pills into our mouths.
And that's exactly when I sleight of hand it and don't take the pill.
Okay. I want you, roll a sleight of hand check. Let's see how good this is.
Okay. That's what I'm built to do. Plus, I have reliable talent.
Oh,
28.
jeez.
I have gloves that make me really good at it.
I can see that. Yeah,
Holy
you are
moly.
good. You do not take the drug. These two take the drug.
Nope.
It wouldn't happen. I don't think anything would trigger right away. But she's
No.
very excited. She's like, I can't wait. Are you feeling braver? And she like, rubs his face and he kind of cringes and pulls away. And he's like, yeah, a little bit.
Knowing the typical effects on how this drug works, she would explain it a little bit, I guess, just to know what they were expecting, if that wasn't already asked. But more than anything else, she's going to make sure she continues to try to play the part in the future if it comes up that she had taken the drugs, right? Basically be performing to act like she is actually on drugs.
Okay. So what is the drug? What are you going to tell them what they can expect?
Yeah. Well, you see here, it's kind of like it's more of a body high than anything else. It really just kind of numbs you out, kind of relaxes you. It takes a little bit to get going, but kind of peaks at about pretty quickly, honestly. But it's kind of a slow ride up to about, I don't know, in about a half hour, it should be kicked in all the way, and lasts probably for about, I don't know, 2 hours.
Okay. Oh, I can't wait. And she's gonna walk back over here and escort her man with her.
It would be fantastic time to get into the hot tub if you were interested while this thing is.
She's like, I just want to roll around here. And she throws herself on this bed of like soft pillows and just like feels them as if like, her senses are tingling and she's just like super receptive.
Yep.
He looks a little more sedated, like he's calming down a bit, but I think it's more so that you're here and he knows you're trying to help him than the drug actually taking effect yet.
Mm-hmm. Did you say what
She's
was Dream
gonna
Lily?
say, not Dream Lily, essence of.
Yeah, I just picked a random one that would sounded like a drug. Essence of ether.
Oh, ether. I say Dream Lily. I think actually like makes you immune to fear.
Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So she's rolling around, and she says, to you, Kylie. She goes, "Is it just you that came?"
It'd be around that time she's trying to slip away out the door.
Oh. Miss, before you go.
Yes. I just went to go get some
Sorry,
water.
wrong room.
Yes. Close the door. Well, tell you what, can you do me a favor? I think I'd prefer to have the ceremony in here.
Oh, of course.
Especially now that you've arrived and I've had more guests than expected. It's more spacious. Can you bring everybody in?
Sure. Is there one of these rooms out here? Is there other guests that are in these rooms?
Oh, no, don't go into those rooms. They are unimportant. Just have the guards come and whoever else might be waiting to attend.
Sure. Of course. And then she leaves.
Yep.
And quickly walks back. I'm assuming I don't have any issues walking back to the group.
No, you're still an ally. You just helped drugged up their mistress. Make her feel good.
She'll stride in, clickety clackety. Okay, guys. sorry, I forgot your name, and she's gonna talk to the one guard in there.
No, my name?
Just yeah, Roger.
Sir
yeah,
Roger.
Sorry. Yeah, Sir Roger. My apologies. I think we're going to be getting ready to get things going here. If you wanted to go rally the troops per se.
Oh, and take them where?
Into the love room.
Oh, the love. Oh, that's so much better anyway. I mean, these pews, they're not terribly comfortable. There's pillows. Do you see the pillows? There are so many pillows.
Yeah, there's so many pillows. But yeah, she's yeah, I would go do that.
Oh, dog, yeah. I will gather up everybody.
Yeah, well, not the ones in the side rooms. She said, don't just yeah.
Oh, who does she want me to grab then?
Just all the guards, and then we'll be there
Guards
in a little bit.
Sure.
That's
Yeah,
what she
I can
said.
gather the guards. That sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only her most loyal. I understand.
Of course.
He's going to
That's
live.
exactly what she said. Okay, when he's out of earshot, she's gonna be like, "Okay, I drugged the bride and the groom.
Hey, excuse me?
Yep. The groom is one of the people that I think we need to save. He was really freaking the fuck out. So hopefully that makes him not so freaked out. Don't worry, it's just a microdose. It's not going to kill him. She is an absolute psychopath. It clearly has some type of control over everybody here, whether it's through magical means or sexual domination or I don't know.
She'd have 20
feminine
husbands or more.
That's a lot of husbands, just probably because she kills them all, and that's who her guards are. But those engineers are definitely in the love room.
Norm is going to pull the rings out of his chest compartment and hold them up in his little claw. And he's going to say, I stole their rings.
Are they like normal sized wedding bands or rings?
Mm-hmm.
Good
You
job.
should
And
put them both
put
on
them back inside.
at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, he will.
He'll put them both on?
Both on. Yeah.
God, this is like
No.
Fuck. I was just about to say, man, wouldn't it be funny if you had some cursed items that you could like, I don't know, put on you? Like a cursed ring you could just give the bride and be like, here's your ring, honey, and then completely curse her. But now you're waiting
I gotta get ready for work.
All right, Brian.
Oh, yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Brian. See
you.
Bye,
Bird.
I was like thinking of all those items that are like, man, this would be a really cool like magic item to use, but like I never get the opportunity to use it. Like weird, like little like cursed things, or like, oh, if you get this person to drink this poison, they get hit for 8d6 damage at midnight, like stuff like that. Sorry, go ahead. The rings.
The rings. Sure. You want to put them both on?
Yeah, so they don't fit onto my hands because I have Lego person hands. But you'll see tiny little barbs just like come out of my palms, and I will slide the rings onto those. So I will effectively have one ring on each hand.
Okay. Yeah, you do feel some okay, if you don't identify a magical item, do you only learn its magical effects when you trigger it, or when you choose to commit to it, you now get all parts of it? Whether
Rule of thumb is you learn what it is when you attune to it.
Okay. So you're gonna
assuming it requires it. Well, that takes it takes some time. So
right, you're right.
I also don't have any open attunement slots, so I'm just wearing these for no reason. Unless they have non-attunement properties.
Yeah, I think one of them might be okay. Oh no. They both require attunement. I did not know that.
I'm so surprised that there's not like a spell or like a thing that'll just let you automatically attune to something, or like attune to something in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, a fucking, I don't know, a brain
Also,
pill.
I want to change my description of these rings. So now that I pulled up their pictures, I see they have very clear pictures.
Oh, nice.
If you want a more accurate thing, I would say the gold ring. I'm gonna still commit to what I said about this. So the gold ring is the groom's ring, right? It is shaped like a feather that's like wrapped around your little barb that you have sticking out of your hand.
Okay.
It does feel light, like the material. The silver ring does have an eyeball on it. The eyeball doesn't move or anything. It seems purely ornamental, but it has an eyeball. But yeah, nothing is happening because you're not attuned to either of these things.
Great.
Okay.
Now you are married to yourself, idiot.
Norm, you normally have to give one of those to somebody else.
Helga just give him a look, like the don't. No.
Am I able to take them off?
I'm gonna say that you can take off the silver ring, the ring for the bride. That one slips
Okay.
off really easily.
That's
The
what I
ring for the
thought.
groom is sticking.
Okay. I will take off the bride's ring and stash it back into my compartment. The other one is staying on. And I will follow the rest of the group.
Okay.
Do we have planned for this debacle that's soon to become, or are we just going to wing it like we always do?
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of hoping that maybe there was a plan while I was smoking.
I'm gonna tell her that Roger made me do it.
Can we summon? How about we summon more dogs? That seems to fix all of our problems.
That's true.
You have 2 dogs.
More dogs, please.
Or a boat.
I'd also
dogs and
give
boats.
I'd also give a quick synopsis of just like, okay, yeah, there was 2 guards here, and then 2 guards here, and then 2 by the door, blah 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 blah. General size of the room. Don't fuck with the side doors because there's weird shadow creatures in there.
So are we just going to knock heads off of guards, or does anybody have better plan?
No.
No.
Not really.
The problem is that one of the engineers is the groom.
Not anymore. And Norm will hold up his ring-bearing hand.
Oh no. What do you think the chances that she loves metal men?
Probably less chance than fleshy men.
Well,
I mean,
you'll never go soft.
Yeah, she. I mean, I just based on her appearance, she would definitely be open for conversation. I think. Seemed very open-minded. I also think she's a necromancer.
Oh, good. I have her dagger. You can tell because it's weird and curvy.
Yeah, clearly that's a cultist dagger.
And I have her book. Hold up the book with the skull on it.
Now we're the necromancers now.
I don't suppose anybody here knows how to perform necromancy. For real. It may be helpful in this situation. No? Alright, well.
The only thing I could think of is maybe we can trying to think if there's a way to get the other 2 out of that room. I think wouldn't be hard to get one out, but I think both of them at the same time. Like we could say, "Oh, hey, go get the rings." One of them could go get the rings, but then we still have another one in there. I don't think she'd be willing to let.
Probably send a henchman.
Yeah.
Well, she's on drugs. Maybe it happened.
That's the only reason I'm considering it. It also will completely hit them in about, I don't know, 13 minutes.
All right, fuck it. Let's just wing it like we always do.
That's the
Sure.
spirit.
Hey, as long as there's no dragon, I feel okay about our odds.
There was definitely no dragon. That was the first thing I looked for.
Great. Oh, also, we have to stop to get Iceberg on the way.
Wait, what? Where's he at?
I don't know. Ask the gazelle man.
Can you buy the kegs and the wine?
We should go get. We should definitely go get kegs and wine and use it in there.
This is
Get the
best plan.
Iceberg.
Hell
My
yeah.
favorite plan I've heard all day. Kegs and wine.
Yeah.
I'm down for that. Never been drunk before.
Why not get her drunk too? It's her 20th special day.
25th, I think. You're 26, maybe?
26? Jesus.
While the rest of the party is going to get the ice bird and the wine, I'm gonna go to the bridal room, the room that she's in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to explain that I'm the new officiant, and I just want to talk through what they want for their ceremony really quickly.
Hell yeah.
Sure. So you got to cruise over there.
Yeah.
If you know where you're going, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I guess. I would ask for directions from
I was gonna
Kylie.
say, we could probably, or I could, excuse me, I could probably show you as we're going to go to the cellar or wherever the wine's at. In theory, we know where that's at, but I don't know if we do. I can definitely show you.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, go ahead, guys. A lot of the doors are already open, so you just follow the series of open doors.
Do you need backup, Norm, or are you good? I'm also on drugs too.
No, you sleight of handed it. You didn't take the drug.
Norm doesn't know that.
Oh, I see.
She's in her part.
Gotcha.
She's got the full performance going.
All right, so in this main room with a lot of doors.
Yep. Store here.
Oh, jeez.
I can stay out in the hallway in case something bad happens. How about that?
This room is much bigger than the other one. I can see why she wants to do it in here.
All right, Gazelle Man, where is booze?
In the cooler.
I'm sorry?
In the cooler.
Okay, where is cooler?
Good question.
You were talking to men about Tiny Iceberg. Did you not find this out?
Yeah. Wasn't very descriptive on where it was, but he told me what it's by.
Kick open this door and sniff around for booze.
And you smell it. Yeah, lots of booze in here.
Good
and
instincts.
It's very, very chilly in this room. And you see a little ice bird, mechanical ice bird, flying around, like desperately trying to keep the barrels chilled with like a little ice breath move that he has. And it sees you, and it goes, or whatever the original Pokemon Red and Blue Articuno sound effect was. I think that's it. I think it's like.
Helga, ask him what'll get us the most drunk.
Hello, friend. I need you to get in my pockets to open a door that is a couple hours south of here in a tunnel behind the magical wall. We have no time to explain. Just get to my pocket.
It backs up. Then Moltres appears, like peeks its little bird head out of your one pocket. And then this bird is much more compliant. It's like, "Arr." And it's gonna go not with Moltres, because like fire and ice, not a cool thing, but it will go into your other pocket happily. And now
Some
you've
really
acquired.
some really wet
Party.
pockets in the middle there.
Yeah.
Which one did he say?
Oh.
He said this barrel right here, and she picks up the closest barrel.
Nice.
Are they all casks?
Is
there anything smaller and more manageable for?
Sure. I would say that there are some like bottles of things, bottles of chilled beer, bottles of wine. You can pick any of those if you would like.
All right, I grab giant barrel. You grab tiny little bottles.
Everett's pretty strong. He's got a 15 out of 20. He'll grab.
You are a tiny gazelle, man.
He'll grab whatever he thinks. Like he'll grab a medium-sized barrel.
Okay.
And all right, let's go find Kylie. Actually, nope. Helga's gonna peek in this room.
Which one?
Yeah.
Let me see which one you were in.
The other one in that room.
Maybe they keep the best booze in there.
Oh, yeah, you can do that. It leads to a cavernous tunnel.
Nope, no booze in there. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Let's get wet and wild. Is
there a guy out here?
There is. He's like tending to the garden and stuff. He wasn't invited because it was said that only the guards could actually attend the wedding.
Oh, okay. All
He's
right.
pretty sad about it.
Be sad and alone out here.
So Kylie is, or not Kylie, sorry. Norm has shown up, and she's pretty drugged out. Norm, across that bubbly pool filled with like pink bubble bath. But she sees you, kind of squints, and she's like, "Are you here to help with the wedding as well?"
Yes.
Sir Roger will step forward and be like, "This is the guy I was just telling you about. He said he could do a better job than me, so he steps back to his guard position."
What a simp.
Yes. I have conducted many ceremonies, and I feel like I can give you exactly what you want for your special day.
Oh my god, I love that. Come over here to this other side of the pool. The less crowded side.
Yeah, I'll move around the right-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
Come up over here.
Great. And they'll sort of adjust a little bit, so she'll drag him. So they're kind of facing you. It's a cool looking room, but it's kind of awkward in terms of standing on this donut. What are you guys doing in the main room? Or like the biggest room down here?
I just approached with booze, and I guess Kylie's standing outside the door for some reason, so just waiting to take a cue.
Yeah, I was just hanging out while Norm does his thing.
Sure.
Are we ready to fight all of these guys if it comes to that? It's above table. Are we ready to go?
Well, certainly for next session. It's getting to be that time.
You mean like?
Well, yeah. In the sense, like, are we? There are four whites and one and the lady and the bride.
I'm just gonna
plus two mechanics.
Not a dragon, man. So
not a dragon. That's right.
We're heading in the right direction.
Yeah, just boof, and there you go. Oof. Kill them all. Oof.
I mean, we're gonna do what we can, and if shit hits the fan, it hits the fan, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Sure.
And I don't know if it'll work. It's gonna take deception, I think.
For your sake, I really hope it works.
Well, the good news is that she's on drugs right now, so
she's
True.
very
Probably.
yeah. I say that doesn't
Possibly
give you advantage,
rolling with disadvantage.
but it would probably drop your DC of what I'd expect it to be.
Sure. Yeah. So I am not going to get any closer than this. I'm going to stay a good 10 feet back. But I am going to No, I will get closer.
Okay.
I'm going to walk up next to her. And I'm going to say, wonderful choice in prospective spouse. I see you have great taste in partners.
I always do.
I think maybe one of your guards is not acting in your best interest.
Her smile fades a bit. Roll a deception check, and then I'll see where you go with this.
Okay, we're rolling right off the rip. Okay.
You can do it.
An 11.
She is feeling pretty drugged up. I guess it depends on how convincing this actually is. She's listening to you. You're far enough away from the guards that she and you're close enough to her that she kind of leans in and listens.
Okay. The guard that was going to marry you earlier, Sir Roger.
Oh, okay.
And thus far, I've kind of been holding the book in my right hand, just kind of concealing the fact that I'm wearing this ring.
Yeah.
I am going to move the book so she can see my hand and see that I'm wearing the ring. And I'm going to say, Sir Roger admitted to me that he doesn't think your groom to be is worthy of you, and he forced this ring on my finger.
That wasn't his.
And now I can't take it off.
Well, yes, of course you can't take it off.
Well, I would like it off, please.
Okay. She will rest her hand on yours, and it's the softest, sweetest hand, and she will very easily peel the ring off you, and then drop it back into your hand, not worn.
Great.
Roger did this to you?
He said if I didn't put it on, that all of my friends would be in grave danger, and you would hurt all of us. So I had to do it.
I would hurt... Do I look like I would hurt any of you?
There you go. Look at this token. yeah, you do.
I think, ma'am, would and could are two distinct things here. I don't think you would, but I do think you could.
I see. In that case, I don't think Roger has any place being here, don't you?
I agree. And that begs the question, how many more of your guards are willing to turn on you on your big day? You can't know for sure.
I can't know for sure. Do you have any evidence that any of them are trying to sabotage? I've always thought some were kind of jealous. Because me being as damn sexy as I am, but I thought they always had my best interests at heart. Do you have any other evidence?
Only the murmurings I've heard amongst the hallways. They're all talking about how big a mistake today is.
Roll a deception check. If it's good enough, we'll see if you can get rid of more whites. That's kind of no.
That's a 12.
She is convinced that Sir Roger is not supporting this wedding.
Yeah, fuck him. Get him out of here.
And she will. Without even giving him a warning, let's see what I want her to do. Actually, I wonder if I can make her. Okay. Yep. She is going to look at Sir Roger, snap her fingers, and turn him into a turtle. So Sir Roger is now a turtle.
Oh,
A living turtle or an undead turtle?
Yeah, it's like that skeleton turtle from The Nightmare Before Christmas that the one kid unwraps and pulls out from the present. It's kind of like that, but equally useless and so Sir
Cute,
Roger,
obviously.
correct.
And with that, Norm will say, "Good idea, ma'am. I'll keep an ear out for anything else. Until then, I'll just be over here preparing for your ceremony."
Hey, that's fine. I'm really starting to feel the drugs kick in, though. So whenever you're ready, I'm ready as well.
May as well get it started then.
That's a cue when we kick in the door with a handful of alcohol.
Yep. Okay.
Good booze.
Let's get
All right.
started.
Okay. So you three walk in.
Yep.
All right.
Assuming Eagle Wind is also with us.
I'll join too.
He would be.
Yep.
Okay. All right. As you walk in, she turns and sees you all, carrying booze and all of that, and excited for the big day. She subtly pushes her groom-to-be aside, looks across this bubble bath water, and stares at Everett.
What?
And she says, "Oh my God, I have fallen in love." And that's where we'll stop for tonight.
What?
Perfect. How old is Everett again?
He's like 17, I think.
Is he like 16?
Nice.
Yeah,
I
freshman.
think it was like illegal in all countries.
Hey, this is Visix Azura. This is pretty lawless, I guess.
Visick does love his kids.
13. Jesus.
All right. Awesome. I'll make a note. Sir Roger's a turtle. I'll change his icon.
I'm gonna make an icon to make sure I know I need to act like I'm on drugs.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff.
What's the red circle?
That's the Steel Defender.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I gotta hop out, guys. I'll see you next time.
That's good. Yep. 2 weeks.
Later, man.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Good
See
talking
you,
to Trent.
All
See you,
right. See you
fellas.
guys. Have a good night.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Thanks, Trent.